The following is a special presentation of the Westmoreland Sports Network. It's a wrestling night in Westmoreland County. High school wrestling, live on the Westmoreland Sports Network, is presented by West School of Wrestling in Washington, PA. Designed for the serious wrestler. By Rob Waller's All-American Wrestling Club in Latrobe, the choice of champions. By the Silvis Group in Mount Pleasant, providing the finest landscaping services in Westmoreland County. By Marino's American Eatery in Greensburg. At Marino's, we have one focus, you. By OMP Wrestling Club in Evans City and Sewickley. Champions aren't born, they're made. By PA Power Wrestling, your number one source for wrestling news in Pennsylvania. By Bowser Automotive, that's the power of Bowser. By Young Guns Wrestling Club, dedicated to helping young wrestlers achieve at a higher level. By Excella Health. Excella Health wants to know, how can we help you today? By Manor Valley Golf Course in Export. Your next golf adventure awaits at Manor Valley. By Mat Factory Wrestling Club, one of the premier wrestling clubs in Western Pennsylvania today. By Dr. Scott Learn General and Cosmetic Dentistry in Latrobe, giving you the confidence to enjoy your smile. By the Rehab Center in Lower Borough, chiropractors caring for health. By the Pennsylvania Army National Guard, are you ready to be a part of this team? By 4-3 Energy Services, the future of energy is here. And by Service Master Complete Restoration by Stiffy, your go-to call for emergency disaster restoration 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, the Westmoreland Sports Network takes you live on the mat for tonight's pregame show.
And for the last time this weekend, let's buckle up, wrestling fans. We are live from Kiski Area High School for the final session of the Westmoreland County Wrestling Tournament. In about 30 minutes, some of the toughest scrappers in the country will battle to earn the right to be called a Westmoreland County champion. That's right, it is a wrestling night on the Westmoreland Sports Network. Alongside my man, George Carter, I am Chris Smith. Jeff Upson has the call on mat number 1 for our third place matches, and Mark Kasanowitz will have the call on mat 3 for this evening's fifth place matches. Hannah Mears will also be providing mat side reports, live interviews, and social media coverage. Of course, many thanks to my man, our producer, our founder here at Westmoreland Sports Network, Mr. Dan Flickinger to my left, and of course, Dustin the Duddy Beck, high up in the cheap seats behind camera number 1. We're on the robot camera right here. Good evening and welcome to continuing coverage of our 2021 Westmoreland County Wrestling Tournament, all presented by Busy Beaver. George, it's been a long 2 days. I know we're all kind of tired, but if I'm going to get tired in an environment, I would love to do it in front of some of the greatest wrestling the country has ever seen. We have many of the nation's finest getting ready to get after it, not just for first and second, but for third and fourth over there, fifth and sixth over there. Your thoughts, George?
Yeah, you know, like you said, I mean, it has been a long 2 days of wrestling. I mean, Friday we wrestled a whole tournament, right? So you go through a whole tournament on Friday, and then you come back Saturday morning and wrestle another tournament. So, I mean, it's been a long, fun weekend of wrestling, and you know, you hit the nail right on the head, Chris. We're going to see some great matchups this evening. I know, you know, ahead in the post show, we're going to get into some of those matchups, but I'm just excited, looking forward. You know, and again, even though it's a different type of county coaches tournament, it still has that same feeling, right? Because it's all about Westmoreland County and good good, tough wrestling.
Absolutely. What started as many last night is now down to 78. 78 wrestlers are going to try to climb as high up that podium over there in the corner as possible here in just a little bit. We're told that the Parade of Champions is going to begin in a few moments, but I did want to give you an update on the team race. Franklin Regional out to about a 20-point lead with 164 points. Hempfield has 143.5 in second. Mount Pleasant in third with 142. Kiski area in fourth with 138.5. Burrow rounds out the top five with 135. They're beginning to dim the lights here for the Parade of Champions. We will turn it over to the public address announcer at that time. Spotlights are coming on. It's always so exciting when the lights go out. Give you a little bit of a rundown of how this is going to work tonight. We are getting the evening started at 132 pounds. It's going to be a great match. Two returning county champs, two sophomores. Briar Priest won it at 106 last year, and Nate Roth of Latrobe won it at 120. Priest beat Roth a couple weeks ago. We had live coverage over at Latrobe for that call, so a rematch right out of the gate. We're going to turn it over to Mr. Jason Delp, our public address announcer here at Kiski.
Because of the current health situation and protecting wrestlers as we approach the postseason, we ask that you wear your face covering, practice social distancing, and please remain in the stands at all times. Podium photographs will be taken by staff and emailed to each participating school district. This afternoon's finals will begin at the 132-pound weight class. Westmoreland County features some of the best wrestlers in the state. 16 wrestlers are in the top 10, 13 wrestlers are in the top 5, 9 wrestlers in the top 3, and we have 5 number 1 ranked wrestlers in the state of Pennsylvania this evening. I now present to you the 2021 County Wrestling Tournament finalists featured in our Parade of Champions. At 106 pounds, from Borough High School, number 5 ranked Cooper Hornet. Cooper's got a season record of 12-1, career record of 12-1, the North Allegheny Invitational champion. He's a 7-time JO and junior high state place winner. Cooper will be facing from Franklin Regional, Tyler Capusta. Tyler's ranked number 25 in the state. He has a career record of 8-1, a Super 32 champ, and a 3-time PJW place winner. Our 106-pound weight class. At 113, we got the number 1 ranked wrestler in the state, Vinny Kilcarry from Greater Latrobe. He's 43-8 on his career, a Super 32 champ, a Powerade champ, last year's PIAA AAA state champ, and a Whippeal runner-up. His opponent from Penn Trafford, number 5 in the state, Troy Homan. Troy's 59-24 on his career. The junior's a 2019 Gateway Tournament champion, a 2020 Whippeal place winner, and a 2020 state qualifier. At 120 pounds, from Hempfield Area High School, number 22 ranked Ethan Lehman. Ethan's 44-15. The sophomore is a 2021 Powerade medalist and a Whippeal qualifier. He faces tonight Ryan Klingensmith from Kiski area. Ryan's ranked 24th in the state. The sophomore's got a 40-16 record. He's a 2021 Midwinter Mayhem champion, a 2020 county 3rd place finisher, section 4th place finisher, and a WPIA qualifier. At 126 pounds, from Hempfield area, Ethan Bergen. Ethan's a senior with a 111-36 record and a 2020 PIAA state champion. Up against Franklin Regional's Carter Dybert. Carter's currently ranked 1st in the state with a 137-15 record. He's a 2-time county champion, a Powerade finalist, 6th in the country according to track wrestling, WPIL champion, 2-time King of the Mountain champion, PIAA 3rd place finisher, PIAA champion, and a commit to Arizona State University, Carter Dybert. 132-pound weight class puts number 7 Briar Priest from Hempfield area. The junior with an 86 and 18 record. He's a 2020 section county champ. He's a Powerade runner-up and took 4th at Powerade this year. He's up against, from Greater Lakes Road, Nate Roth. Ross, a sophomore with a 47 and 8 record. He's a 2020 county champ and a section champion, ranked number 9 in the state. Our 138-pound weight class features Finn Solomon from Franklin Regional. The junior's a 90 and 16 record, king of the mountain champ, 2-time section champ, 3-time county finalist. He's a 2-time Powerade place winner and a 2-time state finalist, number 1 in the state, Finn Solomon. Finn's going against Lucas Capusta from Hempfield. The sophomore's ranked 15th in the state with a 47 and 19 record. He's a 2021 Powerade 5th place finisher and a 2020 section place winner, Whippeal qualifier, and county place winner. Lucas Capusta, 138. At 145, from Franklin Regional, Mario Sarnett. Mario's 9-1 on the season. He's a 2-time Whippeal qualifier, a 2-time section place winner, and a 2-time county place winner. Mario will face Nolan Dare from Hempfield Area High School. Nolan's a senior with a 47 and 27 record. He's an 18 PJW state runner-up, 2-time 3rd place finisher, Westmoreland County tournament. At 152 pounds, another Hempfield wrestler, number 5 in the state, Ty Linsenbigler. Ty's a senior with 134 and 21 record. He's a 2-time PIAA place winner, a 3-time Powerade place winner, and a 2020 Whippeal champion. He's up against Franklin Regional's Garrett Thompson. The 17th ranked senior is 91 and 33. He's a 3-time county place winner and a 2-time finalist, 2-time King of the Mountain place winner, a 2-time section finalist, and a 3-time WPIAL qualifier. Garrett Thompson. 160 pounds from Burrell High School, number 1 ranked AJ Corrado. AJ's a senior with a 136 and 35 record. He's a 3-time PIAA place winner, 7th, 5th, and 2nd, and a 2020 Whippeal champion. He faces Kiski area's Enzo Morlacki. Enzo's ranked 6th in the state. He's an 11th grader with a 61 and 21 record. He's a 2021 Powerade champ, 2021 Midwinter Mayhem champ, 2020 county 3rd place, 19 county runner-up, and 2021 flow ranked number 17th in the country. Enzo Morlacki. 172 pounds features Kiski area's 6th ranked Sammy Starr. Sammy's a 12th grader. He's a 96 and 41 record. He's a 2021 Powerade 3rd place, 2020 county champ, 2020 Whippeal runner-up, 2020 section champ, currently ranked number 15th in the country, and a 4.0 GPA. Sammy's up against Mount Pleasant, Noah Ganivas. The junior's 69 and 29, and also a 3.8 GPA, a 2-time county finalist, 4th place in the county as a freshman, 2020 section champ, 2020 4th in the district, and 3rd place at the 2021 Midwinter Mayhem tournament. Mount Pleasant's Noah Ganivas. At 189 pounds, from Kiski area, Braden Roskowski. The senior's ranked number 4 in the state with a career record of 93 and 18. He's a 2021 Powerade 7th place finisher, a 20 Powerade 5th place finisher. Took 6th in the state last year, a 2-time county champion, 2-time section champion, Whippeal 3rd in 2020. Braden Roskowski, Kiski area, up against Logan Hoffman from Bell Vernon. The 18th ranked junior is 62 and 23. He's a 2-time Whippeal qualifier and 3rd in the county in 2020. Your 218-pound weight class features Mount Pleasant's Dayton Pitzer, currently ranked number 1 in the state, the junior 66-3. He's a 2021 Power Runner-Up and a 2019 PIAA state champ. He faces off against number 3 Cole Waitman from Bell Vernon. The junior is 56-10. A 2-time Whitfield qualifier, section champ, Whitfield champ, and a PIAA 6th place finisher. Our 285-pound weight class features number 2 ranked Isaiah Vance from Hempfield. The senior is 133-17, a Power 8 champion, a Midwinter Mayhem champion, state runner-up, and last year's county champion. He goes up against Greensburg-Salem's Billy McChesney. The 3rd ranked junior is 69-17. He's a 2020 county runner-up, a 2020 section runner-up, a 2020 Whitfield runner-up, and a 2020 PIAA state 7th place finisher. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the 2021 Westmoreland County Wrestling Tournament finalists in our Parade of Champions. Is she here?
Is there a national anthem?
Yeah, there will be. I need to get that. I need to find it now.
What are you looking for?
National anthem.
Come back on here while they hunt down the national anthem. George, that was a lineup. How about that, G? I mean, there are some great matchups that we're going to see right here on mat number 2. Don't forget, you can catch our boy Jeff over on mat number 3. Can open up that stream. Oh, I'm sorry, mat number 1. And then our friend Mark Kasanowitz down on mat number 3 for 5th place matches. We're going to take a break for the national anthem. All righty, let's do this, Westmoreland County. Don't forget, let us know where you're watching from. You can hit us on Twitter at WestmorelandSN. You can also tweet George and I. George is at GRC157. I'm at KSmitty184. Give us a like and a follow. Westmoreland Sports Network. Here we go, 132 pounds, a couple of returning champs getting after it here, G. It's Nate Roth out there for the Latrobe Wildcats in the black singlet. In the blue singlet out of Hempfield, Briar Priest, a rematch from a couple weeks ago where Priest came out on top, 6-5. Shot attempt there by Roth, blocked off by Priest. Priest looking to clear that elbow off the left side. Going to recall her over the left, comes back down to the elbow block, look to pass again. Priest blasts in on that double. Roth going for a chest lock. Priest going to change off to the double, and he does get the first 2-point takedown to go up 2-0. Minute 17 remaining in the first.
You know, this match, Chris, is going to come down to who was able to make the adjustments from their first matchup in that Latrobe duel.
Indeed, George. I agree 110%. Priest actually out here, he looks fresh. Nate looks like he's reserving something in his tank, and I don't know why. I feel like since he's wrestled Priest and lost that last time, the switch has been turned off for him, so he's going to have to turn the switch back on. Nice job of floating there by Priest. He's got that claw coming underneath the right side, running a hard thigh pry to the left. Now he's going to change off to a one-on-one with the claw. Over here near the edge, under 45 seconds to go. First period, Priest up 2-0 after that double leg takedown.
Yeah, Chris and George, I also talked to Nate Roth coming into this about last time that these two met. I said it ended in 6-5.
Roth still down. Yeah, nice mat return there by Priest. Roth came up to his feet, now looking for that cross-face cradle is Priest. 25 seconds and counting down. Roth needs to get himself a 1-point escape, cut this lead in half at least.
Yeah, and like I said, it ended in 6-5, and when I talked to Nate about it, he said, honestly, I got hit with the big 5-point move pretty early on, and it took me out of the match. So this time I just need to gain some momentum earlier. Played a little bit more conservative, but if I wrestle my match, I believe that I can come back and win this one.
He's looking for the stand-up right out of the gate here. Hannah not looking for hand control, just trying to get to his feet. Laces that leg, blocks off Priest's lift. Short time to go, 5 seconds. Another leg lace there by Roth. Priest going to drop down to the leg. We'll go to the second period. Briar Priest up 2-0 over Nate Roth, the junior, over the senior.
Yeah, taking a look at the way that both wrestlers were able to find their way to the finals. Priest had 2 falls on his way to the finals, and Nate Roth had a major decision in a very close match against Lyons out of Valley, 10-6 in the semifinals.
Yeah, Lyons was impressive indeed. Briar Priest ranked 7th in the state. Nate Roth ranked 9th. There's a nice mat return there by Nate Roth. Update over on Mat 1. Dalton O'Neill up 2-1 over Nick Salerno. Jamison Paclembo up 4-1 over Dion Lyons on that 5th place bout. Briar Priest going to get set. Does have the 2-0 lead after a very early takedown. Nice double leg. Goes right to the ankle, does Nate Roth. He's going to come right to a nice mat lift. Priest right back up on his base. Roth going to throw the boot in on the right side. Mr. Walton going to blow it dead with potentially dangerous. Roth covers, goes right back to that ankle ride. Going to try to slip the boot in on the right side. Does get the boot in on the right. Trying to go short, keep it high up on the thigh. Going to pressure forward on Priest. If he can get him broken down and begin to go to work here on top, this is where Roth is really dangerous, G.
Yeah, you know, and you kind of wonder why the strategy wasn't just to go neutral at the start of the second period, because Roth is so dangerous on top.
Yep. Minute 17, Priest still down. Roth doing a nice bit of riding out here.
Go ahead.
It's a nice panoramic view there from our man Duddy high up above. Catching that 3rd and 4th place match to our right, your left. Roth with another good breakdown, trying to slide that boot in on the right side. If he can come out of this period not giving up any points, George, that's certainly a momentum boost. Get that 1-point escape and go to work on his feet in the 3rd, right?
It definitely is, you know, and it's a completely different match from the duel to now, right? You know, it's a 2-0 match here, and like you said, if he comes out of this period and doesn't give up an escape or even a reversal, I mean, you know, it's going to be a very interesting 3rd period.
Roth trying to hunt down a ball and chain. Priest sniffed it out and not allowing him to take control of his wrist. We are going to get a fresh start. Have Mr. Walton mic'd up. John Walton, been official since 1989. Had that note written down right over here.
Go ahead, Wadham. Top, go.
In 32 years, he's a retired prison warden, enjoying retirement thoroughly. Right back to that ankle breakdown goes Roth. So slick at sliding in that boot on the right side. Let's see if he can go to work here on Priest. Priest doing a good job. Till right there, one of not getting bellied out. Just as I said it, he did arch in tough. And I'm telling you, underneath there, that is tight. He's getting beat up underneath there. A lot of pressure down on the hips by Roth. 10 seconds to go. And again, if he can get out of this period not giving up any points, that's a win for me in my books for Roth. He can get the 1-point escape and then go to work on his feet. Side judge, Mr. Chris Edenfield, been officiating for 13 years. Some mat slap action over there for third place.
Well, there was an interesting kind of interaction between Roth and his coaching staff. The coaches wanted him to go down. He wanted to pick neutral. So you got to wonder here, kind of, what's going on in the head of Roth, right? I mean, because like you said, you go down, you get the escape, you get the takedown, you're in the lead.
Yep.
Now a takedown ride out, you're going into overtime.
Roth might have seen something, though, in the first period, George, that he can come back on here in the third and take advantage of. Let's see what he's got in mind.
I mean, both wrestlers very, very savvy with their leg attacks here on their feet.
There's that shot right there by Roth. He's got the single leg up. He's got the right leg up, looking for the finish at the edge of the mat. Priest is going to try to kick all the way out. Roth ripping him in by his toe, literally by his toe. Priest able to kick out. Nearly could have been called for fleeing the mat. Wasn't much else to go, but they don't care. They'll call you for it anyway. That might have been what Roth saw. Let's see if he comes back to it here. Priest firing off a couple of juke steps. Best defense is a good offense. Looking for that elbow pass is Priest.
Neither wrestler having a stall call here or a warning.
There's a shot there by Priest, almost a throw by out of that front head by Roth. Priest was able to capture the upper arm of Roth. Roth going to jump out of bounds very wisely, get himself a fresh start. He's got 47 seconds to tie it up, G.
And right now, Priest understands that Roth has to come to him, right? Roth can hold position, just stay active enough not to get hit for stalling, but Roth has to come to him, and he knows that.
There's that shot by Roth. Looking for the go behind. There's Roth going to strike back. Looking for the defensive go behind. 30 seconds. Both wrestlers extremely quick, like two cats out there, going to be blown dead in a stalemate. 26 seconds. Couple shot reshots there. A couple shots right there. Mr. Walton's going to hit him.
There's that first warning.
Looking for the drag right here at the edge, down to the leg. Priest saw it coming, was able to circle right to left. Priest going to just stay in there and try to tighten things up. Roth trying to get his arms broken free. 5 seconds to go. Briar Priest looking to make it 2 county titles in a row, and he does. Briar Priest. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with 138 right here on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
Okay, here, turn this.
All right, 138 pounds coming up as promised. The number 1 man in the Keystone State, Finn Solomon, will take on number 15. That's Lucas Capusta out of Hempfield. Finn comes in with a record of 21-1. Capusta 22-3. Gee, your thoughts on this one? It's going to be a good one, huh?
It should be an interesting match. I mean,
all right, we're going to take it over to Hannah real quick. Go ahead, Hannah. She's with Briar Priest.
Briar, you are now a 2-time county champion. Last year at 106, though, this year at 132. So tell me, how good are you feeling at this weight class? Why the big jump?
I feel so much better. I kind of grew mid-season last year, and I definitely grew over the summer lifting, and I feel way better wrestling at this weight.
You look strong, but you got a takedown in the first period. The second period, not able to escape on bottom, though. What are you taking for that one moving forward in the season?
Definitely got to work on getting out of legs, I'd say, and just keep practicing repetition. That's about it.
Well, everyone really enjoyed watching you at this weight class here this weekend. Looking forward to seeing what else you can do this season. Congratulations.
Thank you. means a lot.
Still red.
Congratulations, Briar Priest. Finn Sullivan up 2-0 after a quick takedown. Lucas Capusta was looking for an escape. Things got a little ugly. So Chris Edenfield, an official for 13 years. He's a conference officer, works in the Department of Domestic Relations. Didn't like the looks of that knee, blew it dead with potentially dangerous. Capusta right back up to his feet. Finn attempting to lift. And he gets the third attempt at cutting away for a 1-point escape as Lucas Capusta. Got a senior versus a sophomore out there. Two to 1 the score. Finn Solomon holds the lead after that takedown. You saw the escape just a couple minutes ago. It's a shot right there by Finn Solomon, shot a double, and man, he was kind of far away, but he just drove right through that one, G. No points awarded just yet. Capusta holding on to the left back leg. If he can stay it right there, he's got a reverse single leg. I think he'll just get to a stalemate and be content with that. 30 ticks left in the first period.
Yeah, Finn Solomon shot that nice high-low double and kind of cut that corner right away. But I don't know, after that weird exchange when Finn kind of got his knee twisted up, I mean, he's been kind of limping around here. I don't know if he's at 100% right now.
Finn, a 3-time county finalist, looking for a championship here tonight. He's going to have to get through a sophomore, Lucas Capusta. Let's see if Capusta can get his offensive leg attacks going. Again, we are first and second here on mat number 2. There's a post and a shot by Finn Solomon with a heavy hip in and a sidecar of a whizzer by Capusta to fight him off the legs. First period will expire. The mat to our right, your left, is the third and fourth place mat. And to our left, your right, is fifth and sixth.
Red set, green cover.
Finn in the bottom position. Going to go to a hip change right off the whistle. Heavy forward pressure by Lucas Capusta. He's got a thigh pride looking to chin back Finn. Going to float around as he chops him to the left side. Looking for a wrist underneath is Capusta. Again, Sullivan ranked number 1 in the state. Lucas Capusta, just a sophomore, ranked 15th. Building a name for himself, but doing it well. Finn going to look for a 1-point escape right here. Kind of caught Capusta down a little low on the hips, took advantage of it, and builds his lead now 3-1, under 90 seconds to go, second period. Wrestlers working themselves very slowly up to their feet. Exchanging collar ties, may blow dead in a stalemate. Nope, they break free.
Solomon's pace looks like it's slowing down here a little bit. He's, previous matches, really active on his feet, always firing off attacks.
So shot there, another one of those single leg shots by Finn Sullivan, trying to cut the corner around the right side. He's got the leg table-topped, but Capusta's got a tight whizzer in there with his left arm. Finn looking to limp all the way out.
Still neutral.
Finn gonna bring it all the way up.
Still neutral.
Looking for the foot sweep. Capusta able to get that left foot down. Great defense by the sophomore there, G.
Yeah, you would. It kind of looked like he had him dead to rights there, but Capusta able to defend it and get back up out to his feet.
23 and counting down here in the second period. Solomon owns the lead 3-1. There's another shot by Solomon. Not a lot of offensive output here by Capusta. He's pretty much been all defense, but he's been pretty solid with his defense. See if maybe he can go with an elbow pass here and strike late here in the second period. Going to break free, fire off an offensive shot right there. Nothing going. Time will expire in the second. 3-1. Solomon in the lead. Lucas going to choose. They're going to go down, says Jeff.
What do you want, green?
Both wrestlers had 2 pins on their way to the finals this evening.
Green set, red.
Right to the spiral ride is Finn. Nice knee block. And then followed by a knee slide by Lucas Capusta. Looking for an inside trip was Finn Solomon. He's got him locked. There's the mat return. But like a cat, comes right down on his knees. Now this is where Finn gets tough. Slides the boot in on the right side. Looking for a crossbody on the left. Capusta trying to mule kick that left leg back. He's trying to extend it so he can get his knee back up inside. He's got Finn down on his hip. If he can take advantage, Finn's trying to work for a ball and chain tilt. He's got it locked up through the crotch. He doesn't have the elbow placement in the middle of the back. You can see that Kapusta's fighting that left elbow down.
You hear the ref saying work to improve. This could be a position that gets blown dead due to stalemate.
That's what I'm thinking, George. Not a lot of activity happening with it. A little bit of a change right here. See if Kapusta can. He's going to have to mule kick that right leg free because Finn is literally just sitting on that leg. 3-1, still the score, under a minute to go. There's Kapusta coming all the way up to his base. He's trying to get that knee back down inside. He's going to a quick sit. See if he can create a scramble situation here. Getting late in the third period. He's down 3-1.
A reversal here would tie it up.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. A little extra bonus time for everybody. Thank you again for joining us for the 2021 Westmoreland County Wrestling Tournament presented by Busy Beaver. Sullivan takes Kapusta out of bounds. 24 seconds to go. He's going to have to create a scramble here, George.
And you hear the Franklin Regional coaching staff saying 1, not 2 here.
Yep, be smart. Don't give up the stall call here either. Kapusta's all the way up to his feet. Finn wasted a little bit of time, now going for the mat return. There's the stall call on Finn Sullivan, just the first one, so no harm, no foul just yet. 10 seconds. Kapusta trying to cut away, unable to do so. 8 seconds remain. Right back to that spiral ride. Kapusta quickly up to his feet, looking to go for a standing switch. Finn saw it coming, able to scoot with it. Sucks Kapusta back into the crab, and Finn Sullivan, your 138-pound champion. Congratulations, Finn. Keep it right here. We'll be back with 145 pounds right here on the Westmoreland Sports Network. We're going to do back here for 145 pounds, I think. Are we taking a break for some medal presentations? Going to go ahead and introduce our 145-pounders out there for Franklin Regional. Is Mario Sarnik, brings in a record of 9-1. He'll take on Hempfield's Nolan Dare, who brings in a record of 7-4. It's Sarnik, it's Dare for our third final bout here of the evening. Going to do some medal presentations over there. I think Duddy, yep, there he goes. He's going to switch over to the podium.
First time county champ Finn Solomon. Listen, you've been in the finals before, but this time coming out on victorious over Kapusta of Hempfield. How did that one feel?
It felt great. I mean, he's a great opponent. I mean, I wrestle him all the time. Young Guns, so it's kind of a weird matchup and all, but he's tough, he's strong, he's good, he has a lot of energy, goes at me, but it's a great feeling. I mean, I've always wanted to be on that wall. We have like a bunch of a wall in Franklin, and I wanted to be on all of them because section champ, county champ, and all this stuff, so that's one checked off. Got to just keep working for the last one, state title. So.
Listen, that's the coolest thing I think I've ever heard, getting up on each one of the walls. Well, you did it here in this one, but moving forward, like you said, this was someone you practiced with a lot of county guys you see over and over. What's your biggest takeaway from that moving forward to finish yourself up on that wall?
I mean, I just got to keep working. I mean, my wrestling is good. I've been wrestling good. I feel good. Just got to push through, keep my pace up against everyone. That's the best thing I think I have is my pace and just keep going. And I started slowing down at the end of the match. Wish I wouldn't have done that, but he's tough, like I said. He knows how to wrestle, but it's good. I just want to finish out this season and just go strong.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations. Go enjoy this one and get yourself up on the wall. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Hannah. Mario Sarnik looking to make it 2 Panthers back-to-back. Got that quick takedown early on. Almost found himself in a cement mixer by Nolan, but able to battle out of it, get the 2 points, and then 3 points off that tilt G. He's out here on a mission, isn't he?
Now, a fun fact here, Sarnik competed in the mini tournament last night and won, so he essentially, when you're thinking of it, was an unseeded wrestler,
right.
Competed in that mini tournament, came in as a 5th seed. Now he finds himself in the county finals.
Absolutely, and he's out there and he is pushing for it. He's trying to look for more counts on this reinforced wing, and he is getting counts. That's Glenn Matheson, a 19-year official. During the day, he's an electrical engineer. Glenn Matheson, your official. Mario's going to change off. I mean, he's just throwing a litany of pinning combinations. Mario, a member of that Franklin Regional Panther football team. Had a pretty gruesome knee injury a couple of years ago. I was there running camera, Franklin Regional versus Penn Trafford G, and on the last play of the first half, I know that he had to be carted off. I wasn't sure exactly what happened, but I heard it wasn't pretty. But he broke his leg. Is that what it was, Flick? Thank you. But, hey, everything looks to be okay out there. He's running the score up 8-0 so far.
Now, I know Sarnik on the year had been out. I don't know if it was maybe due to injury or illness, but, just getting back in the Panthers lineup now. And, this county tournament being one of his first events that he's competing in on the year, and what a way to come out of the gates, right?
Absolutely. Nolan Dare looking for a far cradle. Sarnik saw it coming, was able to slip out to build that lead, now 9-0. Dare also, a tough individual himself, but he's just ran into a buzzsaw here in Sarnik. I mean, we had it on the split screen. He had him cemented. Sarnik saw it coming. Now Sarnik looking to go big, 2 and more. Sarnik still has that arm trapped up. He's going to get 2 and more. Could be 14-0 after this sequence. He may try to adjust and go for the fall. Takes a peek over to the coaches, and they're telling him just settle in. Sarnik's going to try to step all the way over. He's got plenty of time, 65 seconds. Nice job by Dare to fight it down.
And this weekend, I had the pleasure of calling several of Sarnik's matches, and I really like his style. He just really goes out there and just wrestles.
He does.
Just competes.
He does. This will have bearing on the team race. Franklin Regional and Hempfield were battling it out, but now Mount Pleasant jumps into the second spot. 172 to 149 separates Franklin from Mount Pleasant. Right behind that with 147.5 is Hempfield. So back-to-back pairings between Franklin Regional and Hempfield. One ending in a decision. One's going to have bonus activity. Just what kind of variety of bonus are we going to have? 23 seconds will tell us. That's not Finn. This is now Sarnik out there looking for the wing and the half. Takes a peek up at the clock. He's going to get out there and run it. Short time to go. They're going to try to hold him off, but not going to be able to. It's going to at least end in a technical fall for Mario Sarnik. And that will do it. 16-0 as time expires. Congratulations, Mario Sarnik. You're 145 Westmoreland County Wrestling Tournament champ. We'll be right back in 30 with 152 pounds.
The Quest School of Wrestling is celebrating its 18th year of operation. Come meet Coach Jim Akerley and assistant Mason Beckman and see why Quest easily becomes family for your wrestler. The Quest School of Wrestling offers group coaching, open workouts, and private instruction to wrestlers at all levels, from elementary through high school. Call 412-352-3727 or QuestSchoolOfWrestling.com. The Quest School of Wrestling, with facilities open all year round in Washington, PA.
All right, some podium action. Hannah, over to you. You got another champ. How about it?
Listen, we got another first-time champ here, Mario Sarnik. Mario, your story is ridiculous. I mean, you broke your leg in football season in 2019, missed the entire wrestling season, then missed more months because of COVID, an emergency appendectomy. I mean, you have been through it all. And now this is one of your first big competitions back. and you're a county champion. How have you been handling all of the struggles you've been thrown?
I'm blanking out. Hold up.
This is the hardest interview. Keep in mind that these guys are asked to do after this.
Things happen all the time. You just got to work through it. Even after I got my surgery, I was still practicing a little bit, not live, nothing like that, but you get through things. Things happen to everybody, so.
Well, you definitely persevered and got your first county title out there, but how is this coaching staff and Franklin regional community? I know they're super tight-knit over there in the wrestling community, so how have they been helping you through this all?
The coaches, they're always supportive. They're always right there with you, no matter what. Like, I get surgery on my stomach. They're the first ones to text me. They're always there for you.
Awesome. Well, go enjoy this one. Congratulations. Looking forward to see what else you accomplish this season. Guys, back to you.
Hannah, he was doing the electric slide right off the camera on you there, wasn't he? That's a very excited young man right there. Congratulations, as Hannah said, first-time county champ. He has been through the ringer, huh, G?
It sounds like it. You know, the broken leg, the emergency surgery, having to wrestle in the mini tournament last night, coming into today, you know, the 5th seed and beating the number 1 seed on his way to the finals and then getting the tech fall. Yeah. I mean, as far as the story goes, it highlights perseverance and, you know, just kind of rolling with the punches. I mean, he fits that mold. And like I said, I had the privilege of calling several of his matches. I really liked his style, you know, because I don't want to say he threw caution to the wind, but he just went out there and just wrestled.
Yeah, had fun. He was carefree, just got after it. Doing some awards presentations there for 132 pounds. His teammate, Finn Sullivan, first-time county champ as well, 4th time in the finals. We'll have another Franklin Regional Hempfield matchup coming up here. It'll be Ty Linzenbigler, ranked number 5 in the state. He'll take on number 17 and Garrett Thompson. This is going to be a good one. Garrett Thompson, one of those secret Panthers. You know, he's been behind Finn and Dybert. He was out 1 year due to injury. Also overcome some tough times, some tragedy. He lost his father a year or 2 ago. So let's see what he does against Linzenbigler. Here we go, 152 pounds. Thompson in the navy blue, Linzenbigler in the royal blue.
I was looking forward to see how Thompson came out against Linzenbigler in his semifinal match. He came out against Pletcher like he was shot out of a cannon, got in on a quick dump and caught him on his back and picked up the fall. So I was looking forward to see how he approached this match.
Linzenbigler trying to climb the ladder on that 2-on-1 tie. Thompson able to continue circling out of it. Breaks free to exchanging collar ties, trying to re-collar tie over one another. Little half shot there from Thompson, following it with a slide by near the out of bounds. Linzenbigler able to roll and break free, but Thompson was hunting down those ankles at the edge, huh, G?
He was. If he had a little bit more real estate, he may have been able to pick himself up a takedown there.
Heavy hands there by Thompson, giving some pulling. Sucking Linzenbigler's head down. Now here comes Linzenbigler looking for a dump roll of himself. He's in there pretty tight. Thompson trying to crawl out of it. There comes Linzenbigler out the back door for the first 2-point takedown of the match. 40 seconds and counting down here in the first. Linzenbigler goes up 2-0.
See how the young wrestler responds here to giving up that first takedown.
You were talking about Jack Pletcher earlier. He currently has a 2-0 lead over on mat 1 for that 3rd place bout over Luke Pazik. Over on 5th place mat with our friend Mark Damian Barr down 2-1 to Slyman Slitovsky, his teammate. A couple of Borough guys getting after it over there on mat number 3. Still 2-0 here on mat number 2. Ty Linzenbigler holds a narrow lead. 20 seconds to go. We're going to get a false start. That one's going to be on Ty. Sorry, Flick. I keep throwing my papers over on front of everything that you need to be controlling. And then there's going to be blood time here on Ty's face. I just want to take a quick opportunity. We want to thank everybody out there for your sincere patience. This is the first time we've ever done a multi-mat broadcast. It was super fun. We knew it was going to be an undertaking. We hit a little bump in the road a couple times, but again, thank you for hanging in there with us. We love you. We do this for you. We promise we learn from our mistakes, and we will be better next time. So again, thank you to all of you, all of our sponsors. We couldn't do what we do without all of you, and of course our viewers. You guys rock. I know Flick was going through our numbers last night, how many viewers we had, and the numbers were just astronomical. So thank you so much. Hannah, what do you got? I know you got some notes.
Yeah, guys, first off, this is awesome. This is one of the first big events we've been able to do like this and in this fashion. In the post-match interviews, what I just want to let the fans know is when these guys are coming off the mat, they're so out of breath. They can barely speak as it is. So bear with me and bear with them as they're answering these questions about their performance. It sounds easy, but it's definitely one of the most difficult things to do.
Well, especially your last two was the first time they ever struck gold. So here comes Thompson up to his feet. Linsenbichler looking for a lift mat return. He's going to tie Thompson's feet up. Thompson looking for a standing switch. Takes a peek over at the clock. Sees 5 seconds. He's trying to scoot. He's scooting hard, but Linsenbichler's sitting on that leg, that right leg. He was unable to scoot out of it. Mr. Tim Lloyd, our official out there, has been an official for 16 years, and he is a chemistry teacher over at Norwin High School, and his hobbies include scuba training.
I was going to say that.
Yep. Like, nice little fun fact, he's always at the YMCA training future scuba divers if they're on a rescue team. Nice job by here on the rod. He's going to suck Thompson back into a crab ride. Thompson going to try to continue to scoot back up, catch Ty in a bad position. Ty so tough on top, able to scoot his hips back up on top. 2-0 the lead for Linsenbichler here.
Thompson missed an opportunity there.
He
Got
did.
a chance to shuck those hips off and create some space there. He just kind of stopped the motion.
He did, and now you got Ty where he likes to be. He's got both the boots in. He's coming up on top, creating a lot of anguish down underneath as he continues to just grind, and more importantly, he's grinding away time, George.
Exactly.
This is where Ty likes to be.
And
He's got a wrist tied up, and I'll tell you what, Thompson trying to hip heist and scoot out of it. He's going to catch Linsenbichler with one of these if he doesn't watch. Here he comes, trying to come out the other side. He's got Ty in a headlock. Ty able to hip heist out. He may just give up the 1-point escape very wisely. Thompson is dangerous.
He definitely is, but you have to remember, I mean, Linsenbichler's been in matches like this time and time again, right? There was no panic. There was no panic here in this position. You could see on the replay, he easily bellied down and just got out of the bad position.
Not yet. Oh, there's Thompson in on a single leg, almost caught Ty turning his back. Man, he is sneaky. Franklin Regional wants a stall call. Matt Levy looks like Dan Gable over here throwing up the fist. Tim Lloyd telling him to keep it in the middle. Both guys keeping it in the center, 25 seconds, 2-1 the lead for the kid in the royal blue. That's Ty Linsenbichler. There's a shot by Thompson. Guaranteed Mr. Lloyd's keeping a shot count in his head. Ty has him in a front head and arm, not doing anything with it. Looking to reshot to that left leg of Thompson. Linsenbichler steps away. They're saying one more shot to end the period here. Short time to go. Choice will go to Ty. Looks like they're going to have a little bit of blood cleanup. Calling the training staff over. That's what your face looks like right there after you wrestle a Powerade tournament last week, and then you come right in to a very, very competitive Westmoreland County Wrestling tournament, G.
Yeah, that's a perfect example of how tough this, sport of wrestling is.
Talking strategy over here in the Franklin Regional Panther corner. Thompson, he doesn't look flustered at all. He looks dangerously calm. We've seen how sneaky he can be out there. Just when you think you've got him, he creates a lot of pandemonium, if you will, havoc out there, and really he sends out a lot of shockwaves. And sometimes 2-1 the score there. Go ahead. There is our man, Vince DiAugustine. He just welcomed his second daughter to the world last night. Word is mom and baby are doing just fine. Vince DeAugustine, of course, not here in the corner tonight. He's spending some time with his family. I got to talk to him about 2 hours ago. Everybody was taking a nap at the hospital, but of course, Coach Jeff Shaw had to check in with Vinny, and we want to say congratulations from all of us at the Westmoreland Sports Network. You guys look happy. Congratulations. Lindsey Bigler set here for the third period. He's going to choose the down position. Thompson covers. Lindsey Bigler keeping a strong base. Here comes Thompson throwing the long boot in from the left side. And Lindsey Bigler comes right up to the tripod position. Thompson trying to punch that power half from the right side. Here comes Ty all the way up. Will be blown dead, potentially dangerous. That's what one hand behind the head means. No harm, no foul, no points awarded or anything. He just didn't like the way things looked, so he stopped it to avoid any injury. Thompson covers, going to be a false start on red. I believe that's 2 for Ty. Coming right to that tripod position is Ty Lindsey Bigler, but then a heavy chop to the right side by Garrett Thompson. Number 1 versus number 2. The seeds in the tournament, overall state rankings. Number 5 for Ty, Garrett, 17. Ty thought he was going to be able to cut away for a 1-point escape, but Garrett Thompson put on chase. You'll see it right here. Tackles Ty going out of bounds. Thompson covers, minute 26, counting down.
And I was just getting ready to say, they're starting to get to that point where you have to make the decision. Am I going to continue to ride or am I going to cut him? So they decided to cut him. That Franklin Regional bench continuing to push for that stall call. And you know what? I don't think they're wrong for that.
I don't either, but you don't want to take a bad shot like that because Lindsey Bigler will make you pay for it. He took that little half shot. He's trying to foot hook Thompson. Watch, he's going to maybe pop this up in the air and fire a shot. I've seen him do it before. Garrett clears himself out. Under a minute to go, down 2-1.
You'd like to see Thompson here, maybe start to test that conditioning of Lindsey Bigler, right? Putting multiple shots together like he's doing here.
Thompson in on the right leg he's high up in the crotch, locked in. Lindsey Bigler trying to lock in the crotch. Here comes Thompson out the back door, trying to create a scramble. He's got the bottom leg no, he does have it hooked. If he can pop that left leg off his head, get his head out, Thompson's going to tie this up. Right here, he's going to be able to gain 2, and he gets 1 count. Just 1 count.
There was 2 swipes there.
I thought there were 2 swipes too, but Mr. Lloyd said no. George is going to throw out the challenge flag.
If we had it, I would throw it. Because he gave the 2, and then he swiped twice, and then he waved it off. There was definitely a 2 count.
He saw 2. We're locked at 3. We might have bonus time for you at 152. Thompson tried to crank the power half. All right. Bonus time, baby. 152. That's Garrett Thompson and Ty Lindsey Bigler. Ty looks tired, George.
Let's see how far it goes back. He gives it 2. 1. Maybe so.
2
maybe so.
This is sudden victory. First takedown wins. It's a shot right there. Another re-shot by Lindsey Bigler. Thompson looking for the go-behind takedown. Nothing just yet. Here comes Lindsey Bigler. Garrett Thompson, your 152-pound county champ. Give it up for him. He looks at the crowd. He says, yeah, with a big smile. Keep it right here. We'll have 160 in 30 seconds. Wow. Wow, what a match that was at 152 pounds. We'll send it over to Hannah here in just a few seconds. Handing out some awards over there for, I believe that's 100, is that 138? Oh, that's 145. Hannah, over to you.
Guys, I'm here with Garrett Thompson. Listen, Garrett, your first county championship, and holy cow, in exciting fashion. Tell me how you were able to get through that one, get the last second takedown, and the takedown and sudden victory.
We work on that a lot in practice. I looked over my coaches, and they were like hyping me up. My teammates were all there. I knew I could pull it out.
Listen, Bigler, obviously the favorite going into that one, returning county champ in regards to this tournament, but one of the tougher guys you're going to see this season. So how do you evaluate yourself moving forward after that one?
Same mindset, same everything. I knew I was good enough to win that match, so I just got my head straight and did whatever I needed to do.
He was in the mindset to win, and he did. Garrett, congratulations,
Thank
man.
you.
Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Hannah. 3 Franklin Regional Panthers right in a row in very exciting fashion. And we've got another one for you here. A couple of undefeateds getting after it. Next door neighbors in regards to their high school. That's AJ Corrado in the in the baby blue out of Burrow. He comes in 11-0. Enzo Morlacki, his opponent in the navy blue, wrestling on his home mat, 13-0. In the state, AJ ranked number 1, Enzo number 6.
And we got to see Enzo win his.
There's a pancake by Corrado. He was looking for that double, was Enzo, and he's got a nasty double when he hits it. Corrado caught him with a pancake, G. How about that?
And you had to know that Burrow scouted Morlacki and knew that he has that freight train double. And, Corrado was just waiting there with his hands out and kind of caught him with that pancake.
I like that freight train double. Can I steal that? That was good.
Yeah, you definitely could steal it. I mean, you saw him hit it down at Powerade multiple times.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Corrado going to work here on top of Enzo. Corrado a senior, Enzo just a junior. .16 seconds to go and see if Enzo can get himself a 1-point escape, cut this lead in half. Going to be a false start on green. That's Enzo out there. Mr. Mark Seeger, 28-year official, spends his days as an HVAC specialist. Coming up to his feet, but Corrado throwing in that long boot. Enzo trying to dig it out, trying to get him. He's going to go with a standing Granby, try to free himself out of that leg. Short time to go. Corrado takes a look back here at the time. No sweat, he says. He takes a 2-0 lead to the second.
Yeah, Morlacki, kind of coming out of that throw, only being down 2 instead of being down, 4 or even 5 points. So it's still only a 2-point match.
Good shot there of head coach Josh Shields. Some of the best, the toughest, greatest coaching staff that I've ever been around. Not just here in the county, but I'd put them up against any of the best across the country. Of course, head coach Chris Heater right there. Same boat, great coaching staff, great program. Both programs very deep and rich in tradition. Lots of WPIAL titles between these two. Of course, it's been a while since Kiski has not been the top dog of this tournament. Right now, they're currently sitting in 4th. Franklin Regional out to a commanding, we'll call it almost a 40-point lead. It's a shot there by Enzo, blocked off by Corrado. 3-0 the lead now for AJ after that 1-point escape here earlier in the second period. Enzo's going to have to set that shot up. He's not going to be able to do as he's done with that freight train double. You're going to have to set someone like AJ up. He's ranked number 1 in the state for a reason. He was a runner-up a year ago as he goes for an elbow pass swipe. Enzo stepped out of it under a minute to go, second period. Enzo getting heavy on the head there, starting to move AJ a little bit. That's the best way to set your opponent up. Get him moving. Create angles, move your feet.
Yeah, and it's not, right now, second period, Morlacki down 3. It's not, there's no reason to panic here. Continue to get to your shots, to get to your positions where you're strong at.
.15 seconds to go, second period. Enzo looking for a duck to the left side. Sidestepping right out of that was AJ Corrado. Now you see Enzo, he's starting to move him with those fish hooks. If he can get him stepping heavy on one of those legs, that's where Enzo can be very dangerous. He's very explosive young man. AJ a little bit taller. Enzo going to take the down position to start the third. He is down 3-0. So, George, here's the plan. Get one, try to tie it up with the takedown, right?
Exactly. That's why I said in the second period, no need to panic, right? No need to kind of get outside of your wheelhouse and do anything that you traditionally would not do. And Morlacki didn't do that at all.
Morlacki trying to come all the way up. He's going to try to dig that right leg out. AJ a lot lankier, so it's a lot of leg and arm to try to dig out. AJ looking for the cross body ride. Enzo hasn't really put himself into a position to be threat of being turned from the bottom position. Here he throws that leg out, looking for a quick reversal, but nice float job there by AJ. Holy heck.
Right back to the same position.
That's right. It's like he never left. That's confidence right there. That's time in the mat room. That's not just a 3 to 5 practice guy. That's guys getting multiple workouts in and certainly comfortable in that little flurry of events. Mount Pleasant in second place, Hempfield in third, just a 1.5 behind. Christie and Baychar scoreless next door, as is, Abe Mundorf just took a 1-0 lead over Bryson Robinson. AJ Corrado trying to run this chicken wing. He's got 45 seconds to make hay. You can see Enzo blocking off the thigh with his left hand of AJ. Bryson Robinson got the mat slapper over there against Abe Mundorf. Congratulations to Bryson, 5th place finish. Great young man from Southmoreland. AJ takes a peek over here by us at the clock. He's going to try to back hook this arm bar. Enzo, not a lot of activity on the bottom position. I mean, I'm not seeing the urgency that we would normally see from a wrestler down 3-0.
He just didn't have an answer, for that top pressure by Corrado.
He also didn't have a choice. I mean, he knew he had to go down. He's down 3, so I like the call. It's it's gutsy, but you know what? If you're going to have to face the challenge down, he goes for the quick hip change right there, looking for a Granby, trying to come all the way out, maybe get an escape, and it worked right there. He's looking for an far ankle pick. Got a little mixed up with my takedowns there. Sorry, it's been a long 2 days. My mouth's starting to get tired. 3-1.
I know.
That'll do it. AJ Corrado, thank you, G. AJ Corrado, your 160-pound champion. We'll be back with a $172 right here on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
At Marino's American Eatery, we have one focus: you. Just like home, our dining room brings the whole family to the table with a truly unique menu prepared fresh, in-house. At Marino's, we know beer. With 16 beers constantly rotating on our taps, we take pride in supporting only local, independently owned craft breweries. Come experience Marino's American Eatery in Greensburg, Westmoreland County's local craft beer destination.
Alongside George Carter, I am Chris Smith. We're going to send it over to Hannah. She's got another champion, AJ Corrado. Hannah.
Another first-time champ here with AJ Corrado. AJ, you told me you lost to a Kiski wrestler in the semis last year, and we're looking forward to get a little revenge on Kiski this year. You just did. How do you feel about that?
I feel great. I mean, you can ask any of my teammates. I knew he was going to shoot a double. I called that I was going to pancake him. Did that in the first period. I was up 2-0. Maybe I could have held him on his back at a little back punch, but yeah, the match went just as I planned it in my head.
Is that what you try to do every match you're going into? Do you evaluate a lot of your opponents, watch some film, try to get a feel for them before you step on the mat?
Yeah, a lot of the guys that I know that are going to be like a competitive match, I like to look and do, just like watch how they wrestle and stuff like that, things that I can do. But it's normally better to wrestle like your match instead of worrying about what they're doing. I kind of got on top and did my stuff on top at the end of the match.
Worry about your match. It's a good lesson to all the young wrestlers watching out there as well. But AJ, congratulations. I know you're really excited about that one.
Yeah.
Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Hannah. Sammy Starr out here for Kiski at 172 pounds, making hay with a beautiful double leg of Noah Ganibis. Goes up 2-0 as we approach 1 minute. He's got the hands tied up underneath of Ganibis, desperately trying to come back up to his base area. Now he brings his knees back up underneath him.
Chris, this is who AJ was talking about last year in the semis. He actually lost to Sammy Starr, so he was coming for Kiski blood this year, no matter who it was.
Good point there, Hannah. Out of bounds they go, 43 seconds. John Walton back out there as your head official. John's been around forever. Heck, he was officiating us, George, when we were just kids. Nice spiral ride breakdown there by Sammy Starr. Noah maintains his base, trying to come up to his feet here, 35 seconds. Doing a good job of staying on his base, but you can just see the forward pressure on Noah's hands. Nice job to Sammy Starr riding on top.
Yeah, Ganivas, I believe, was a runner-up last year at 138 pounds, I believe. Now he's coming in to these finals, 172 pounds. Definitely hit a growth spurt in the offseason, was Ganivas.
For sure, Ganivas coming all the way up to his feet, but Sammy, he's just so tough with that spiral ride. Both these guys of the lankier variety. 1 second left in the first period.
A young team in Mount Pleasant, you know, having a finalist. I know they have, I believe, 1 or 2 other wrestlers still alive in the Conti finals.
That's where these tournaments are won, in the Conti finals. Ganivas going to take the down position. He's going to have an answer here, George. He had, you know, pretty much all of the first period to try to get figured out. He's just going to have to chain wrestle and put together a sequence of moves to get out from underneath a very, very tough riding Sammy Starr.
Yeah, I always kind of took the approach of, you know, your best opportunity to capitalize, especially in the bottom position, is right off that whistle, especially when you're wrestling a guy that is solid on top.
Yep, you want to try to beat him to the whistle. We've seen that happen here a lot, but we've been blessed to see some really good top riders. So a lot of the false start action happening off the bottom position, just trying to get a competitive edge, if you will. It's not cheating. So far, Sammy Starr commanding this second period, just about 45 seconds is. No threat from Ganivas as far as an escape or reversal. In fact, somebody's going to get hit for stalling here, because I'm not seeing any kind of pinning combinations, but I'm not seeing any attempts from the bottom. So don't be surprised if Mr. Walton bangs them both. Here comes Starr trying to chin Ganivas back. He saw it and quickly got to his belly. Under a minute to go, second period, 172-pound final right here from Kiski Area High School. You're tuned in to the Westmoreland County Wrestling Tournament, brought to you by our friends at Busy Beaver. And here he comes, trying to run that wing in half. Sammy Starr is. Sammy, one of the 2 seniors. We'll see his teammate Roscoe, they call him, Braden Roskowski, at 215 pounds. He'll be. Oh, there's a good replay of the takedown earlier on. 40 seconds to go here in the second. Nice knee slide there by Ganivas. George, he's getting to level 2 and knee sliding, but he's just unable to come all the way up.
Yeah, he's going to have to put a couple moves together, you know, to create that hit, that separation.
Here he comes here, right there. He may be looking for a Granby. Of course, Granby's you have to feel that kind of move, and it's easy for us to sit back here and say, well, hit the Granby now, but that's really a move based on feel, and only the bottom man gets that feel. Ganivas set, Starr covers, going to his quick sit switch.
You know, and it's kind of been just that, you know, Ganivas off the whistle, maybe one explosive move, either attempt for a stand-up or a quick switch, and then that's it, right? Going to have to put a couple of those moves together if he wants to get an escape.
Indeed, that is it, and that's how we'll go to the third period. Starr up 2-0. We're going to put up an interesting picture. Our good friend Brandon Rapp, Hempfield Athletic Director, this is his setup inside the Athletic Director's office on his large screen TV. Want to say hello to Brandon Rapp. Thank you for all you do. Certainly rolls out the red carpet when the WS team rolls in. Hope you're enjoying a good weekend and some good wrestling here, Brandon. Noah Ganibas also very tough on the top position, but Starr set him up right there. He was able just to throw his hips across, knock Ganibas down to his belly, get the 2-point reversal to go up 4-0. Continuing just to ride tough there on top, tying up the wrists of Ganibas underneath as we approach 1:15 to go. 4-0 the lead still for Sammy Starr. They go out of bounds. We'll get a fresh start.
It appears that Starr is going to be content to continue to ride.
Good shot of
Ganibas here.
Head coach Zach Snyder. We may, and I mean maybe, have coverage of Greensburg-Salem against Mount Pleasant over at Mount Pleasant this Thursday. It'll depend on what happens during the team competition, which gets kicked off this week. Mount Pleasant certainly has a good opportunity to be in those finals, perhaps against Burrell. We'll have to get things started on Monday and then Wednesday, and then the finals would be on Saturday. Again, that match slated for Thursday, but if they make it to Saturday, they will cancel that double A versus triple A showdown over at Mount Pleasant. Here comes Ganibas again. Once again, he gets so close to coming up to his feet, but that heavy forward sag off the left side by Sammy Starr. Ganibas just can't crack the code.
And, you know, Starr just staying busy enough that he doesn't get banged for stalling.
Yep.
Always that fine line.
Again, Franklin Regional out to about a 32-point lead over Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant 1.5 points ahead of Hempfield, and then 7 points behind there is Kiski. So the race isn't done yet, and then Burrell's just 1.5 points behind Kiski. So lots can happen here, lots of shaking and baking. 30 seconds to go. Sammy Starr looking for a county title here at 172 pounds. The other edge mats are one weight ahead, 189 pounders out there. Getting warmed up. Starr is going to end it with, was going to try to be a mat return, but that's going to do it. Sammy Starr, your 172-pound Westmoreland County Wrestling Tournament champion. We'll be right back with 189 seconds on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
The OMP system is designed to help enhance wrestling skills for athletes all over Western Pennsylvania and Eastern Ohio. Our techniques teach wrestlers to develop muscle memory in a wide range of areas in order to connect multiple skills together from moderate to advanced. We strive not only to develop better wrestlers, but also better students and teammates with life lessons that will outlast their days on the mat. Above all, it is our passion that sets OMP apart from the other clubs. For more, check us out at ompwrestlingclub.com.
The Westmoreland County Wrestling Tournament on the Westmoreland Sports Network is presented by Busy Beaver Building Centers, your neighborhood home improvement center. They have everything you need from paint and building materials to home goods and lawn and garden items. We offer just the right mix of products at a great value every day. Stop by and visit us at our New Kensington location at 101 Tarentum Bridge Road. We're open Monday through Saturday, 7:30 to 9 p.m. and Sunday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can also visit our website at busybeaver.com. 215-pound action getting underway out there right now is Roscoe. Braden Roskowski, the top seed, and the 4th seed out of Bell Vernon, Logan Hoffman. Hannah, over to you.
Sammy Starr, now a 2-time county champion, back-to-back. In my mind, out there right now, we saw tough on top, quick off the bottom, good on your feet. Do you feel like you wrestled a complete match like we saw?
I feel I wrestled all right, you know. I can usually grind people out on top, but wanted to make a little bit more of a statement that match. Probably should have caught them, got a couple more takedowns, but, you know, grind them out, 4-0 win. I think I controlled the match, so I'm fine with that.
4-0 win, but also more impressively, a 4.0 GPA. How is it that you're able to be a star in the classroom, no pun intended, and a star on the mat?
I like to give a lot of credit to my dad, call him Farmer John. He helps me with my physics, my calc. He's always there for me, supporting me with everything. He keeps our whole family on top of everything, and then farm work and everything. But yeah, I definitely owe a lot of that to him. He helps me out a lot with that. So thanks, Dad.
Hey, thanks, Dad. No, awesome job. Congratulations. Congratulations on your success in the classroom. Calculus, physics, Chris, I don't know about you, but those weren't my classes in high school.
No way, Hannah. Congratulations to Sammy from our team over here at the table. There's Hoffman in on a single leg shot here as we continue action at 189 pounds. Nice shot by Kaufman. Roscoe looking to cut the corner on the edge. Maybe a little reshot action, double leg here. Can he keep the toes in? Hoffman. Both these young men built almost identical. Early action here at 189 pounds. We're scoreless, under 30. Mr. Chris Edenfield back out there, 13 years of service on the mat. There's Kaufman back in on that shot. He's going to sit Roscoe, try to cartwheel all the way across. Roscoe trying to throw the boot in. See if Hoffman can try to swim out of this as time will expire. Roscoe had the advantage of the clock, and he felt he could just hang on right there, George.
He did. Looks like he tweaked that knee. It has the brace on it already.
Walks it off. Hoffman takes the down position, brings in a 12-4 record. Roscoe 17-3. Looking for that quick switch, but comes right up to his feet, does Hoffman. Gets the 1-point escape to go up 1-0 over Roscoe. Roscoe looking for his third county title. Out of bounds they go. 16 seconds burnt here in the second period. Again, it's Braden Roskowski and Logan Hoffman. Coaching staff from Bell Vernon, one Hoffman set. Braden Roskowski taking a little bit of time getting back, as George mentioned. Maybe that right knee is a little bit dinged up. Back in on that single late is Hoffman. Bringing it up, looking to change off to the double. Nice defense there. He was able to shove the head from the outside. I haven't seen somebody do that as well since I've watched you do it, G.
Yeah, Hoffman kind of rushed that a little bit. I would have liked him to secure that single a little bit better and then try to switch off. But, he's really getting to his offensive attacks here. He's, being the aggressor when it comes to taking shots and chances here on his feet.
Tell you what, you got an awesome teammate whenever the on-deck wrestlers, Cole Waitman, he's going to go up against the #1 wrestler in the state next, and he's yelling from behind us at his teammate and workout partner out there. That's true brotherhood right there.
It sure is.
Hoffman getting heavy on that head. There's a shot there by Roscoe. Nicely jacked back up. Looks like Hoffman's going to catch the two. They're going to go out of bounds, though. They're going to have a discussion. I think he was out.
May get a look at this on instant replay.
There's no control there just yet. I like the call. UG?
If Hoffman would have kept his legs in, he kind of step over, and that took him out of bounds. So I'm assuming that's why the ref didn't give the points.
I think that was a pretty good collaborative call right there. I thought somebody's going to go flying. Hoffman trying to jack Roscoe up. No, I'm not saying his name wrong. That's what they call him, Roscoe. Had the opportunity to meet one of Roscoe's grandparents out at the Slickville VFD. I went out there for at the Legion. So if you are tuned in, Grandma, I want to say hello to you and your family. It's been an honor to call Roscoe the last few years. We're not done with him just yet, but we're done with the first period as Hoffman will take a 1-0 lead to the third. Roscoe going to choose the down position. Needs to get a 1-point escape here pretty quick, George, get to work on his feet.
He does, and you see him clearing out those ankles, so he's definitely going to, he came up to his feet. I thought he was going to try to sit out.
Going to hit Roscoe for a caution there. No big deal. You get a couple of those before the third cost you. Action still going on the side matches. There he goes with that quick sit and turn. Hoffman does a nice job floating with him, then comes right up to his feet. He's going to cut away for the 1-point escape, and we've got a tie match, ladies and gentlemen, and a lot of time left. Roscoe looking for that rush, and now he's going to change off to the collar tie and fish hook on the left side. Both guys banging on each other's head. Watch out for this high leg attack that Hoffman likes. He's caught Roscoe with it a couple times.
He's been getting closer and closer with every shot, so you know he's just setting up and waiting for that opening before he pulls the trigger.
There's a shot right there by Roscoe, in on the high crotch, looking to change off to the double. Turning away was Hoffman. I don't know why he turned away. Gave that one up way too easy. Roscoe takes the lead 3-1. I don't know why Hoffman turned away there, George.
Yeah, he still had opportunity to fight that hold. He shouldn't have, unless he thought he was closer to the out of bounds, but he shouldn't have turned there.
Coach Bove not happy with him. Good shot of Coach Bove right there. Gets to the short sit. Roskowski almost chinned him back for a count. Hoffman needs to explode up to his feet. Don't waste any time down here on bottom. Gets up to the tripod position, heavy forward pressure. He's got Roscoe up in the air. If he can come away here, he might be able to get himself a 2-point reversal. Ended up collapsing down. He's going to have to pop out the back door because Roskowski will hang out here all day long. Time's a ticking, and
he has no problem.
Yep, time's on his
out
side.
there.
Going to try to scoop the leg. Roscoe holding on to it for life. Comes Hoffman out the back door, regaining some height. Hoffman takes a look at the clock, 12 seconds and counting down. May end in a stalemate right here. Hoffman's going to try to scoot the corner. He's rubber kneeing out. And Braden Roskowski, 3 times he's won this tournament. Give it up for that 189-pounder out of Kiski. Keep it here because we'll be back in 30 seconds with 215 pounds right here on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
Dr. Scott Learn and his dental team have been caring for the community for over 20 years. Dr. Learn offers a wide variety of dental services, including oral exams, gingivitis treatments, crowns, veneers, and more. He even makes custom sports mouth guards. Call 724-537-3314 or visit scottelern.dmd.com. Dr. Scott Learn General and Cosmetic Dentistry in Latrobe, giving you the confidence to enjoy your smile.
Alongside George Carter, I am Chris Smith, handing out some more medal awards over there. Getting ready for 215 pounds. We'll be joined by the #1 kid in Pennsylvania. 21-2, that's Dayton Pitzer. Those 2 knocks are to the #1 wrestler in the country in Feldman out of Malvern Prep. He'll take on a #3 ranked Cole Waitman, brings in a 15-3 record. But we're going to take it over to Hannah. She's got Roscoe, a 3-time county champ. Hannah, how about it?
Yeah, guys, here, Roskowski, you are finally a 3-timer here at Counties. How do you keep finding success in the top of the podium at this tournament?
Just like any other wrestler, battling hard is the best way to achieve success. Every day in the practice room, every little bit you do, it helps you achieve that.
Braden, you told me that you have seen Hoffman before, last week actually at Powerade, and he was giving you just about everything you could handle up until the last second. So what was the biggest difference from last week to this one, battling against him?
Besides me being a little banged up, having a couple bumps and bruises here and there, mainly he came out here today with a really hard work ethic. I mean, I was surprised. He kind of caught me off guard, but, you know, I was able to battle and still get the win.
Well, congratulations. You looked good after that one. Never know what you can expect from everyone, Chris. Even seeing them a few times, got to expect the unexpected.
Yeah.
Thanks, Hannah. Congratulations to Roscoe from us over here at the table. Man, we're just scoring points left and right. First, we had Waitman score the 2-point takedown. Then Dayton gets the 2-point reversal, goes to throw the legs, and hitting the quick switch as Cole did so quickly, gets the 2-point reversal. That makes it 4-2 with 55 seconds. Lots of action here at 2:15, G.
A lot of action too, and similar body type, similar wrestling styles. So this is going to be a tough matchup for Pitzer.
It is 4-2. He's down right now. Waitman out there. Stopped the match. I don't know why. I don't know if they see
Looks
blood
like blood
somewhere.
Yeah, Waitman is on an elbow here.
Oh, yeah, Waitman's got a bloody right elbow. Yeah, they're going to call for blood time. He got 5 minutes. Waitman, a valuable member of that Leopards football team that took it all the way to the WPIL championship game before losing. Pitzer just got to settle in right here.
And he will. He's a veteran. Only a junior. And I keep forgetting that he missed his whole sophomore season with a knee injury, but being a junior and being in situations like this before where he's in tough matches.
We'll say thanks again to Hannah Mears for all she's doing over there. Those post-match interviews are awesome. You can see all of the updates she's putting out there on our social media pages at Westmoreland SN and Westmoreland Sports Network. I want to say hello to our good friend, Robbie Waller, who was joined us all day yesterday at the call on mat number 4. He's tuned in. Robbie, thank you so much. We truly value all that you were able to add to our broadcast and, of course, our friendship. Thank you. And I know his baby sister Diana's tuned in. Diana, hello. You're there with the rest of the clan. Hello to you and your families. We also want to hear from the rest of you. I'm going to check out my Twitter page. We asked you to tweet us, so I guess I better check it. Don't forget you can email Flick. Yes, it was, Austin. An insane match at 152 pounds. Thanks for checking in, big guy. We appreciate it. Send a picture of you and IG. You're the man, Austin. Nice mat return there by Waitman. Maybe getting a little bit high. Here comes Dayton, maybe looking to come out the back door. Waitman scooting. And there's another 2-point reversal. So we've exchanged a bunch of 2-pointers to get to this point now. 4-4, 20 seconds and counting down in the first.
Yeah, Waitman wisely giving up that position. Could have, gave up 2, but could have given up a lot more.
Again, number 1 versus number 3. Dayton number 1 in double A. Waitman number 3 in triple A. 10 seconds counting down. Nice squeeze pie breakdown there by Dayton Pitzer. Riding that heavy sag to the right, maybe looking for a chop quick tilt there as time will expire. Glenn Matheson, our head official out there. It's a good shot of our man Duddy up top. Dustin Beck, best cameraman in the business. He's the best up there. Thank you, Dustin, for all you do. Second period action continues right here. Waitman down. Pitzer covers. Waitman was looking for that switch. Pitzer heavy chop to the right brings Waitman back down to his belly. Waitman came out of here fired up. He's got to continue that kind of momentum because you let Pitzer do this kind of stuff on top, you're just building his confidence right now.
Exactly. Yeah, Waitman needs to continue to work up to his base. He's got to be careful. You saw the coaching staff telling him, it's not back up high, it's back down low when you're doing that. If he continues to do that, he's going to get caught.
Here comes Pitzer with a chicken wing off the right side, hunting down that left wrist for a one-on-one. It acts as an outrigger out there, and he wants to suck it under Waitman, so he has no roadblocks and can run it right around his head. Waitman needs to pay attention to where he's at. Under a minute and counting here in the second period. Pitzer looking for a cheap tilt right at the edge. Mr. Matheson blows him dead out of bounds, 44 seconds. A little bit of a limp there from Waitman. He's gonna have to suck it up. He's in this match, 4-4. Nice squeeze pie breakdown. Continuing that pressure forward, and Waitman just doesn't have an answer, George. I don't know. He's just continuing to be down there on his belly. Pitzer's just grinding him out that hard. You can see he's got his toes dug in. He continues to grind forward. Now he's got the back left leg of Waitman tied up. Here comes Waitman up to his feet looking for the switch. He's got to get to his feet, quick reaching back. He's looking for the elevator here at the edge of the mat. Pitzer not panicked. Going to chop him back down to his belly. 10 seconds to go. I'd have to assume that Dayton is going to take the down position here in the third. And indeed he will. Still locked up at 4. Got the night started at 132. We'll wrap back around for 126. Our premier match, Ethan Bergen and Carter Dybert. Number 1 versus number 2 into Keystone State. Coming up to his feet and hitting a standing switch, but breaking free of Waitman was Dayton Pitzer, and he's going to get 1 back count right there. He's got the 2-point reversal in the 6-4 lead. I don't know what happened to Waitman since the first period, but it's like seeing a completely different wrestler out there, George. I don't know. Maybe he does have an injury. We don't know. But he's just not wrestling that same aggressive style he was in the first.
Yeah, his energy output definitely has gone down from that first period. And, that could be, he did get written out the whole second period. That had to take a lot out of him.
He's about to get written out here in the third, too. He hasn't even attempted to come up off of his belly. He's really hurting. He's going to get hit for stalling here before long. He's lucky Mr. Walton isn't out there. He hit him 3 times already.
And, part of it, too, is the forward pressure by Pitzer on top.
Yeah, he is tough. Let's give it credit there. I agree, George. Under a minute to go, and still not much activity from Cole Waitman down there on the bottom. Pitzer trying to dig in that head in the armpit, looking for that snowplow.
A lot of Whiteman's success came from the neutral position. You almost wonder why they just didn't cut Pitzer and go neutral. That's where you had your success in that first period, even though it was scrambled positions.
Yeah, if I had to compare horsepower to horsepower, I'd say Waitman has a little bit more as far as the wrestling experience, and he's going to hit red for stalling. We'll let that one go. I'll come back to that one off the air. But
it could have very well been double.
Yeah, he could have doubled.
Pitzer was being, I think, doing a little bit more work on top, but yet he wasn't coming off of the hips.
Sure.
That's always a telltale
Absolutely.
sign.
But with the mat time experience, the extra training, I know Dayton puts in a ton of extra workouts. So he was able to grind Waitman out, and he's got about 10 seconds till he gets himself a county title here at 215 pounds. Don't forget, send us an email. There's a little email button up there. Hit it, flick, or check them out. And that'll do it here at 215. Dayton Pitzer, you're a county champion. Keep it right here because we'll be back with 285 pounds in 30 seconds.
If your home, office, or rental property sustains water or fire damage, Service Master Complete Restoration by Stiffy is your go-to call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The Stiffy family's been serving the greater Pittsburgh area for over 32 years. Service Master Complete Restoration by Stiffy features friendly, licensed professionals that are here to deliver peace of mind with a fast response, expert service, and guaranteed satisfaction. Contact Service Master by Stiffy today at 724-834-8889 or servicemasterbystiffy.com.
Smitty back on the air with you. We're getting ready for our heavyweight bout. Before we get started there, I see Hannah is caught up with county champ Dayton Pitzer. Hannah, over to you.
Dayton, first and foremost, congratulations. The last time we talked was at Powerade last week, where you were the runner-up. Today, the county champ against a guy you have seen before this season, but how are you able to grind that one out?
Yeah, he's a tough competitor. I beat him 7-4 the first time, and I think tonight was 6-4. I think the main thing was conditioning, just never stopping the hard pace.
It was a little bit of a back and forth early there in the first period. Pretty crazy. What was going through your mind to adjust and hang tough, especially on top in those last 2 periods?
I think it comes back to conditioning again, just believing in myself. My coaches believe in me. I just knew I could wrestle the whole 6 minutes, so that's what I focused on the whole time.
Well, congratulations. You looked great out there. A very resilient Dayton Pitzer all the time. We always appreciate your time, man. Congrats.
Thank you.
Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Hannah. Dayton, congratulations from us over here at the table, and we've got a rematch of last year's county final. And we'll go back to Hannah here in a little bit for some of her pre-match notes. She had an interview with McChesney and the respect that he has for his opponent in Isaiah Vance. Isaiah winning the county finals over McChesney and in a number of dual meet matches as well. So McChesney certainly has a high level of respect. But, you know, when you're out here wrestling, that kind of all goes out the door because you want the gold, right, G? I mean, we're under a minute to go. One leg attack by Vance. But McChesney hanging in tough.
It definitely does, you know, and in all of their matches that I could remember have been highly competitive and close, you know, 3-2, 2-1, maybe sprinkling an overtime in there. I'm not really sure, but it's not like Vance has been blowing McChesney out every single time they step on the mat.
Yeah, Vance is, man on a mission this year. It's his senior year. He's fell short of his goals. Reaching the podium. He was second last year. McChesney was seventh. I had the chance to call McChesney's match in the semifinal, and he hit a beautiful, and I mean absolutely gorgeous, drag double on Enoch and stuck him. So both very deserving to be here in the finals. And time will expire. We'll go scoreless to the second period. Choice is going to go to Greensburg-Salem. They're going to go neutral.
Well,
that's very interesting.
When you think back to their matches, McChesney does have issues getting out against Vance.
He's going to have to make something happen here on his feet to make that a valid call.
I mean, depending on how you're thinking this match is going to play out, you may take your chances going bottom here earlier on while your conditioning is still solid compared to if it goes into overtime, right? But
just some pushing and shoving, getting heavy with the hands on the collar ties.
You know, I know McChesney has a beautiful double, but I don't know if that's going to be your shot against a wrestler like Vance. You're going to have to create those angles, right? Get Vance moving and off balance a little bit. I would encourage him to attack below the knee, right? Go low on your shots. We saw Vance scramble in Powerade too, though, so he can move like a lightweight.
He can. He certainly can. I know if he can get to the side, create those angles, shorten the distance. Hannah, how about your pre-match interview with Mr. McChesney?
Yeah, guys, listen, I got to know both of these heavyweights, more so Isaiah Vance last week at Powerade. We had a great conversation after he won. He's a very explosive, powerful wrestler, so as long as he's not slowing down out there, he said he can be very successful and very dangerous. But Billy McChesney, he was my first ever interview for Westmoreland Sports Network when I was on the football sidelines, and I love that guy. One thing about him, he never stops smiling. He's always so energetic, and he was telling me that he loves having someone like Isaiah Vance, his caliber of wrestler, to always push him and go against in these types of tournaments. But overall, he said, listen, I'm always the guy, the first one in the room at Greensburg. Everyone's down in the morning, a little gloomy, but I'm coming in there, I'm hype, I'm smiling, I'm always laughing, keeping the energy light. So he's very excited to just be in this moment right now.
Thanks, Hannah. And he's giving this crowd something to smile about. How about that, G? Did you see that exchange
He
of
is.
reshots?
He is. I think that the added work that McChesney put in the offseason in the weight room, obviously a star football player for the Golden Lions, but that work he put in the offseason was the reason why he was able to defend that there.
Yep.
Last year, Vance would have scored in that position there.
McChesney's going to go ahead and cut Isaiah 1-0. He's down. We just saw that drag. He was in on a leg shot. Isaiah returned the favor with a reshot of his own. He was able to counter and get that leg back down on the mat. But let's see if he comes back to it here. Just a 1-0 lead here in heavyweight. Go ahead.
You go back to the start of the second period. You wonder now, does that choice to go neutral, does that hinder you now? Because now McChesney has to go. He has to go at Vance. Whereas before you're looking at 1-1, you could play the hand fight game, right, and then take your chances in overtime. Now you have to push the issue here.
Isaiah knows that too, G. He's got to come at him.
Yes.
Heavyweight action continues on the edge matches.
And we know Vance is, he's always had good conditioning, but I'd like to see McChesney start to kind of, put that conditioning to the test here for Vance. Get your feet moving, get your hands busy in the tie-up. Make him work.
Yep. There's a good field of heavyweights this year. Joe Enoch 5-2 over Tyler Lynch. Still time to go over there. And Ian Fasano and Chad Medicosh tied at 1. And we're 1-0 here. So I'm really impressive heavyweight field here at the Westmoreland County Wrestling Tournament. Half shot there by Vance. Billy's going to have to turn up the heat here. 30 to go. And I like what you're saying, George. Maybe this is when you go for that low leg shot. You know, set it up with a couple stutter steps as they go out of bounds. 19 seconds.
You know, or maybe it's not even a shot, but maybe if
there
it's
just
a snap, you know, going to your back hook by McChesney.
Trying to cut to the corner there. Short time, 7 seconds. Another half shot blocked off by Isaiah. And there you have it, a 3-time Westmoreland County champ in Isaiah Vance. This time, once again, over his friend Billy McChesney. Keep it right here. We'll turn it all the way back down around to 106 pounds in 30 seconds.
We're back here.
Alongside George Carter, I am Chris Smith. Sorry to step away there real quick. Ask our athletic director a very quick question. Let's take it over to Hannah. She's with Mr. Vance.
Isaiah, a 3-time county champion now, but Billy McChesney, a guy that you have seen consistently in your career over and over again, Hempfield and Greensburg. Does it get more difficult wrestling a guy like him over and over?
Yes, it does, because when you get good opponents like that, they start picking up on what you do and you start picking up what they do. So every time we wrestle, it's a harder battle.
Well, Billy McChesney has all great things to say about you coming into that match. He respects you so much as an opponent. So for you, as a 3-time county champ, last week a Powerade champ, what do you consistently keep doing with yourself to get better each time you take the mat?
I just keep pushing myself harder in the room, try to be the best I can be every day.
Well, you're certainly showing that it's paying off right here at the county tournament. A 3-time county champ, guys, Isaiah Vance from Hempfield. Thanks and congrats, man.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thank you, Hannah. Getting ready here for 106, but before we do that, we've got overtime action on mat number 1. Over there is Ian Fasano of Mount Pleasant and Chad Medicosh of Bell Vernon, and they come all the way over to our mat. That's what I'm talking about.
Capusta out there, the 6-pounder from Franklin Regional, was happy he got out of the way in time.
Yeah.
As they move down to mat number 2.
Yeah. Move to the other end of mat number 2. Apparently not much of a, there's a 2-point takedown right there. And is that going to do it? Yep, that will do it. Ian Fasano takes 3rd out of Mount Pleasant. Also a remarkable football player. Undecided on where he's headed. Going to do some awards over there for 215 pounds. Congratulations, Dayton Pitzer. They're going to bring the wrestlers in. 2 completely different body types. Both very, very, very tough wrestlers. Cooper Hornak comes in ranked 5th. Ty Capusta 25th. Hornak much, much taller. Snaps Kapusta down into a front head position. Kapusta's going to drive him off the edge of the mat. Kapusta's been out a little bit this season with a little bit of an injury. Good to see him back on the mat. Got to see his cousin wrestle earlier at 138 pounds against Finn Solomon.
Had a chance to speak with Coach Levy during his last duel, and he was kind of explaining, Kapusta, just that free-spirited type of kid.
Hornak's going to get the 2-point takedown. Mark Seeger didn't like the way that elbow looked, so he stopped it, but Hornak up 2-0 over Ty Kapusta. Going right with that crossface from the right side, trying to punch that elbow across. He wants that cradle. Now he's going to slide the boot in on the right side, try to get it Kapusta extended out. Breaks him down to almost down to his belly. Here comes Kapusta trying to push back up. Again, Hornak much longer than the shorter Ty Kapusta. He's got the far cradle locked up. Let's see if he steps the boot off. He does. He's going to split the legs. Ty's going to have to try to get on that lock and get on it fast because Hornock's got him knocked down to his hip. He's going to get back in between, split those legs, maybe go with a roll through. Don't know if I'd do that with the arm out.
No panic here out of the freshman.
Yeah,
Kapusta.
he's showing. Yeah, great athleticism, strength. There he exposes the back now. He's in a little bit of danger. Not of getting a fall, but he's definitely going to get a full 5 count. Is Hornock as time expires. That'll take it to the second period. Tied down 5-0. About 6 inches of difference in height.
And again, you just look at Kapusta and really just zero panic on his face at all. He kind of just got up, looked over his coaching staff, fixed his hair, and went back into the center.
And Jeff, if you're tuned in, he has the exact same mannerisms of you. I watched him come out on the mat earlier, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a little Jeff. So I don't know if Jeff is here. I know Brian is here.
Stay on your feet.
Chris and George, a fun fact here about Cooper Hornak. His sister Gabby actually is at Penn State right now, sort of following my path of what I did. So who knows? Maybe she could be the next one here at Westmoreland Sports Network. But shout out to Gabby out there. She's a very proud sister right now.
Well, if she does as good a job as you do, we'll take her, as Hornak gets the 2-point reversal. So I'm sure that makes his sister all the way up in Happy Valley even happier, as he has a commanding 5-0 lead on Ty Kapusta. 80 seconds and counting down. He's going to throw that boot in back on the right side. Pretty neat how he was able to grab his own foot and shoved it down underneath. New technique I've never seen done before, but wrestling definitely, there's always something new. They're always changing things.
It evolves.
It does. It certainly does evolve. I was looking for the word. Thank you, George. It's been a long 2 days. I appreciate you, bud.
It has been, and that's why I'm here.
Hornock has the leg split. He's got that far cradle locked up. Ty can, pay attention. He knows where he is. If he needs to, he might be able to give himself a little scoot east, bounce himself off. Hornock going to try to roll through. Ty's keeping a nice wide base. He's not just rolling over, that is for sure.
And that's the thing, when your opponent has the cradle locked up, you have 2 choices to make. One, do I get in here and fight these hands, or do I stay wide so he can't roll through and turn me over? And it appears that Kapusta is all in on the wide base and not getting rolled over.
Yeah, he puts the outriggers out there, and 7 seconds to go. They do roll out of bounds. Tied down 7-0. Hornock's only loss was to Troy Homan, who we'll see next against Vinny Kilkiri. Hornock moved up in that dual match against Penn Trafford just to get a match in. He didn't want to forfeit at 6, so they bumped him up to 13. And Troy had a commanding win over him. I can't remember the score. I know it was a major decision. But, moving up from 106 to 113 can be a big difference, especially when you're wrestling upperclassmen like a sophomore in Homan. Side mats are complete, so all eyes on the middle mat right here, mat number 2.
Yeah, Kapusta, he has a lot of real estate to cover just to get to the legs of Hornak and get through that head-hand defense there.
See Hornock trying to jack him up. Now he drops down for that fireman's carry right at the edge. If he had a little bit more room, I think he could have executed. But then again, you got to worry about the long lankiness.
You do.
When you hit a fireman, there's legs and arms everywhere. It's like wrestling an octopus, and, you got to finish that clean. I want to give a big thanks to Jeff Upson, who has the call down on mat number 1, and also Mark Kasanowitz has the call next to us on mat number 3. Huge help from all of you guys. Of course, Jeff Upson running PA Power, sending us those state rankings that we're providing you with. Under a minute to go here. Shot there by Hornock. Ty Kapusta looking to go score defensively. Maybe has a near cradle locked up underneath.
He does.
He's got it locked. I don't like where the lock is. He's got to try to have to slide it up. It's down by the crook of the knee. If he can slide it up around the neck, he can make some hay with this. Down 7-0. But again, that long reach, that arm, it's up around his left leg is the thorn in his side right now.
And he wants to stay busy in this position so it doesn't get blown dead. I mean, one would think, well, nothing's happening, they're wasting time, but that was the first offensive chance Kapusta had here in this match to make something happen.
I think Ty was trying to go with a gator roll right there, and Hornock caught him and was able to get the 2-point go behind takedown. He does have a major decision. Go check out the team score here. When we return, give you an update there. And that will do it. 106 pounds, Cooper Hornack over Ty Kapusta. Keep it here because we'll have 113 pounds coming up right here on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
Silvus Group is a full-service landscape design company located right here in the heart of Westmoreland County. For over 30 years, Jake Silvus and his expert crews have supplied outstanding customer service with quality work second to none. For your next landscape project or maintenance needs, residential or commercial, call Silvus at 724-54-PLANT. That's 724-547-5268. Silvus Group also has career opportunities. Visit online at silvusgroup.com.
Alongside our celebrity play-by-play caller Jeff Upson and George Carter, I am Chris Smith. Hannah's still trying to scoop up the 106-pound champion. We're going to get ready for 113. Number 1 in the state, it's Vinny Kilkeary. He'll take on number 5, Troy Homan. Hannah, over to you.
I'm with Cooper Hornack. Cooper, your first county final appearance, your first county title. Feels pretty good, right?
Yeah, it does.
All right, so you told me coming into this one, you were just looking to score points. You know that your offense is your strong point, being on top. 9-0 victory. How does that one feel?
Feels pretty good, but there's still more to be desired.
Always more to be done. I mean, you're a freshman, man. A lot more titles to win here. But your sister Gab up there covering at Penn State, the Penn State wrestling team a little bit. Is she over here giving you tips now all the time?
Yeah.
Well, shout out to her as well. She should be very, very, very proud of you, like we all are. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Guys, back to you.
Thank you. Congratulations, Mr. Hornack. We get 113 pounds underway. Also want to say we are streaming to Rockfin. Jeff, a part of that partnership with PA Power and Rockfin, so special thanks to Jeff Upson for that. Got a cool picture from another viewer. We'll get that put up here in just a little bit. Vinny pushing the envelope. He's always a very busy wrestler out there. He does have one knock he took to Ozias when he bumped up down at Canamac in those duels. But I'll tell you what, he was just a different wrestler at Powerade. I think Homan just untied his shoe. You saw him shake his hand like his finger got caught in a loop. But he had another gear at Powerade, George. How about it?
He did, but I saw a previous match where this same thing happened, and the wrestler was hit with a stall call. So Kilkeary is not being hit with the stall call here, and he's being allowed to adjust his equipment, which I believe in the new rules is
I think so. He has them covered in Velcro. They're covered. I think he ripped the whole thing off. Give the guy a little bit of latitude.
Tell Flick to get out his rule book here. I want to
Flick, where's your 2021 PIAA wrestling rule book? Heavy snap down there by Homan. Vinny very scary with the headlock. He will go up top. Homan, I'm for sure, knows that. Saw these two having conversation earlier on, so obviously workout partners, very familiar with one each other. Sorry, Flick. Yeah, one another each. I was trying to say both. My apologies. Yeah, true or false. I still have to tell the Flick and George story. Remind me to do that. Little shuck by there by Homan, but diving in on the leg attack with that underhook is Vinny Kilkeary. They'll go out of bounds. So last night, Flick and I leave here at 11 o'clock. This story will be interrupted, so you'll have to bear with me if there's action. We leave at 11. We wanted to get everything set up for today. I go left to go towards Delmont like I normally do. Flick goes right. I get 10 minutes down the road. I call Flick and instantly ask, how's your McRib? Because I thought he went across the street from Kiski High School to grab McDonald's. He goes, what are you talking about? I didn't stop. He goes, it's just the way my GPS took me. So we talked for literally 20 minutes. He calls me back 10 minutes later after I gave him a hard time for not following me. I knew how to get home. He calls me back, and he's like, I am such a fool. He goes, I am in Pittsburgh. I accidentally put in 727 Jeffers Street instead of 727 Jeffrey Street, and he just wanted to see the beautiful skyline of downtown Pittsburgh. He almost took a hotel room versus coming home. So that's my funny story about Flick. Time expired on these two 113-pounders. Vinny's going to take the down position. Can't say Super Bowl. You have to say the big game. We're a broadcast network. Vinny trying to come right up to his feet. Homan tying up that back leg. Doing some hand hunting. Trips up Kilkeary at the edge of the mat. They'll go out of bounds. Only 8 seconds burned here in the second period. John Walton, your head official. Good shot of Coach Homan and Coach McKillop. Homan riding pretty tough till right there. You can see the fire in Vinny. I mean, he turned and it's instantly right back in your face.
It is, and you know that's exactly how he was wrestling down at Powerade.
Yeah, he hit another level down there in Powerade. You know, Tech fall in the semifinals. And a fall in the finals, correct? Did he pin the young man from Waynesburg, or did he just beat up on him pretty good?
He may have.
I can't remember. It was just last week. I think
he
did get the pin. Half shot there by Homan, sidestepped out by Vinny.
And you almost, I mean, I would guess during season that maybe these two wouldn't train as much if they're, you know, two young gun wrestlers, but
they both told me coming into this that they do frequently meet at Young Guns, and they were really excited to be wrestling here today. You can even see them exchange some laughter on the mat here and there, as they were pre-match as well.
That's that camaraderie that wrestling creates. Certainly want to say thank you to Young Guns for their sponsorship. Here's Homan in on a single, and this is where Vinny can get scary if you don't finish. He's going to change from that chin and arm. He's going to get the whizzer. Homan looking for a trip finish, and there's the flurry ability to create a scramble on Vinny Kilkeary, but Homan not done yet. He's trying to bring it back in. Going to try to walk it back to the center. Vinny trying to work on those hands and get that right toe down. Homan tries to step in for a trip. Vinny takes him out of bounds. Still heavy on that whizzer on the right leg. Going to try to drag out of this, and he gets his leg free and out of bounds. That's why these two guys are ranked 1 and 5. Roger Downs, outstanding broadcast. Tremendous knowledge by broadcasters. Well done to all. Roger, our man, thank you so much. We appreciate you tuning in. Roger, a valuable member of the WSN team. I'm sorry, G, go ahead.
Great defense there by Kilkeary. You know, Homan gets that in that position against anyone else, he finishes it, right? Sure. 9 out of 10 times, maybe 10 out of 10 times.
You know, this is how tough Westmoreland County is. So, you know, Vinny's in the Powerade finals last week, and he has his way with, I'm drawing a blank on his name from Waynesburg, but he's here in the Westmoreland County finals, and it's a 1-0 lead right now. Mm-hmm. So that's how tough. Nice little lift mat return there. Squiggy checking in all the way from down in South Carolina. What's the temperature down there, bud? About 95? We'll say hello to Squiggy. Yeah, same as your golf score, bud. Diana Allen checking in. That's Diana Waller. For those of you that don't know, clear footage and excellent mat side commentary. Thank you so much, Diana. We appreciate all you do. There's a standing Grammy, and wow, just like a vet, he let him roll, and Vinny just chasing Homan around the mat. He's got a bottom leg Turk. He's climbing the ladder on a mid-40, counting down. Homan trying to crawl forward here. Vinny's trying to get that leg elevated so he can get those hips completely turned. He's crawling it forward, so it's like a corkscrew, and he's getting counts. There's the counts right there. Vinny's so tough on top. He's relentless, changes off to the bundle. Homan able to get off of his back, but not before giving up 3 near fall points. Now 4-0 the lead for Vinny.
And that exchange there could basically be the match right there.
Squiggy wanted the report, 61 degrees, a little cooler today. You jerk. Thanks, Squiggy. What is it outside, about 28? It's cold here.
Yeah, it's chilly.
It is chilly. It's hot in here, though. It's going to get hotter because we're going to have 100 and 126 coming up next. We got a couple more good ones for you. I want to thank you again for staying with us through our 2-day multi-mat broadcast. Here comes Homan back up to his feet. Vinny with another mat return and another mat return, this time down on Homan's head. It looked like he was trying to run the half. 35 seconds remaining. Vinny continuing to work here at the edge of the match. Short time, they will go out of bounds. Here's a good shot of our good friend Mark Billett, former Latrobe head coach. Does so much for the sport of wrestling with his awesome photography. Partners up with just about every buddy in the state. Also a very avid fly fisherman. Works with PA Power and Jeff Upson. I had to rag Jeff. He's got a nice little pullover from PA Power, and I don't have one yet. 4 seconds remains. Vinny looking for his first county title. He was a runner-up last year to Briar Priest. I believe the score was 11-1. Little fun fact for you. Vinny didn't win a tournament last year until the state tournament, but he wins this one 4-0 over his good friend. He gives him a hug. Keep it right here. We'll have an exciting 120-pound final coming up in 30 seconds.
That's the power of Bowser.
Score big with the Bowser family of dealerships featuring GMC, Buick, Cadillac, Subaru, Hyundai, and Nissan. Looking for a new car, truck, or SUV? Visit powerofbowser.com 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to find your perfect vehicle. Get the absolute best price and the best car buying experience anywhere. It's the power of the Bowser family of dealerships. Route 51 South on top of the hill.
Back here to Kiski High School. Hannah, right over to you with Vinny.
Kilcarry, your first county title. You joked with me going into that one that last year you said, I got my butt kicked in the finals. Well, this year you flipped the switch. What was key to doing that this year?
I know Troy, like I said, we wrestle every single day, so we just wanted to go out there and just throw everything on the mat and just got my head right and went out there.
I saw some exchanges earlier before you guys even took the mat. You were laughing back and forth, and then in the match as well. What were you guys saying to each other during that?
Oh, when I came out that one time, he jumped in front of me, and I was like, oh boy. So I didn't want to plow him over, so I kind of tried to jump over him, trip myself, but laughed it off and got serious and got right back in the match.
That's the best part about the county tournament, seeing all these guys, the friendships out there. But Vinny, out victorious tonight, your first title. Congratulations. Go enjoy this one.
Thank you.
Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Henny. Congratulations to Vinny Kilcarry out there right now at 120 pounds. As Ethan Lieben from Headfield comes in ranked 22nd with a record of 22-3. He's in the royal blue, and his opponent firing shots right there. And he's going to go with that knee block again, the same thing he did in the semifinal. He's got Lieben in trouble. Ryan Klingensmith, ranked 24, comes in with a record of 18-2, and he's looking for a fall here, but Lieben able to get back to his belly, maybe come out the back door here and score a little bit of points himself, looking for a reversal. He's going to try to cartwheel all the way across. Klingensmith still in control. Man, he hit that knee block again. Under a minute to go, the score 4-0. Klingensmith still in control. Mr. Enfield got down there, was looking for the defensive fall as they go out of bounds, and that gets the crowd clapping.
Yeah, Klingensmith here, you see on the replay, kind of rushed that position a little bit. Like to see him get out to the side. Maybe even could have picked up that fall there in the first period.
Clamped it down and was trying to rush right to a pinning combination instead of holding it, getting his full 5 count. Doing a good bit of riding here early on in the first period, 40 seconds and counting down. Lieben hasn't found an answer for the bottom position just yet. He's trying to peel the hands and come up to his feet. Up to his feet, going to work on the hands. Klingensmith's going to have to work on a mat return. Trip to the left side, back down to the mat they go. Now he's going to go to that tight waist and half, change it to a spiral ride, if you will, out around the left side, sticking with the half. Here comes Lieben up to his feet. Lieben trying to cut away. He's going to go with a standing Grammy. Don't ever do that with the half on again, young man. He almost landed right on his back. And that's how the period will expire, 4-0.
A lot of action there in that first period just for the score to be 4-0.
Lieben going to take the down position, down 4-0. He's got to creep back in this, still got plenty of wrestling. Get himself a 1-point escape. He's got to get to his feet. Here comes that half again. Please don't Granby with it on.
Yeah, Lieben just has to start chipping away at that 4-point lead. Get your escape, get your takedown, start chipping away at it. I think what happens is a lot of young wrestlers, when they get down, they automatically think, I got to go big right away, right?
Lieben almost able to, as Klingensmith was running that half, he was trying to sit him down to his hip and wing that half off. Lieben back up to his feet, going to be driven out of bounds by Klingensmith.
And I've seen that happen several times this weekend where the top wrestler just drives the bottom wrestler off. And, I think that should be called stalling.
Sure, absolutely. Especially some of the distances we've seen traveled. Here he is with that half, man. He's a monster with it. He's going to have to scoot back, reverse it. Chris Enfield giving him the counts. Going to settle in. He's got plenty of time. Down there looking for the fall. He's just got to lean back a little bit. Now it's going to start getting tighter. Klingensmith trying to bury the half. Heater wants the fall. He's going to go out there and scoop the head with his right hand. Nice job by Lieben to fight down to the belly. He's got his elbow. He's not out of danger yet, but he brought his elbow in tighter and didn't allow Klingensmith to thread that needle. The lead now 7-0 for Klingensmith as he's doing it here on his home mat. He's tough on top. How about it, G? I mean, he's relentless with that half.
Tough with that half and the tight waist ride.
Now he's tough with the chin back. He tried to get a count there, only got one. Retreats back around the backside of Lieben. Lieben comes right up, and I'll tell you, just a mat return with a left side trip. 10 seconds to go in the second period. Running that half out of bounds. Time will expire. 7-0, the lead for Klingensmith.
Yeah, Lieben, he has to keep battling out there.
It's a good shot right there. Our good friend Andrew Spears. Look at that TV shot, Andrew. Thank you for joining us. Saw Mason walking around. Also saw your daughter. She's one of the managers for the Franklin Regional Wrestling team, taking video. So thank you for joining us all weekend. We've been texting, so appreciate you staying with us. Lieben in the down position again, and down still 7-0. All three mats full of action. Lieben just doesn't have an answer on bottom. I mean, every time he attempts to come up, just the forward pressure from Klingensmith. Got Chuck Perkins up 4-2 over Greg Shawless on mat number 3 for third, and then over, that's for fifth, and over on mat number 1, Hayden Coy up over Nico Farah, 4-0. Franklin Regional has 185.5. Mount Pleasant 159. Hempfield 151.5. Kiski area 150.5. Burrell rounds out the top 5 with 147. There you go, buddy. You need to see it. Stops that first move of Lieben. Now comes crunching down for the far cradle.
Here comes that half.
Yeah, he loves that half, and he runs it well. Under 50 seconds to go. Final period, 120 pounds. 126 will be coming up next. That is our feature match. That'll be number 1 versus number 2, Ethan Bergen and Carter Dybert. Couple of state champs getting after it. Just tying up wrists underneath, burning time, 25 seconds away. Lieben trying to come all the way up, does come all the way up to his feet. Don't hit a standing Granby, thank you. I thought he was going to with that half on. Running that half again, and you see Ethan reaching up to tear it down.
He's pulling it off, but he's not keeping it.
Yeah, when you pull it down and you keep it, you step up at that time. And Ryan Klingensmith convinces this gym that he deserves a county title at 120 pounds with that 7-0 win over Ethan Lieben. Keep it right here. Our feature match coming up in just 30 seconds.
Your next golf adventure awaits at Manor Valley Golf Course in Export. Manor Valley offers 18 scenic holes over gentle sloping fairways and the purest putting surfaces around. Manor Valley Golf Course in Export is the perfect place to host your next golf outing, banquet party, or shower. Manor Valley also offers league play and great membership rates. Tee times available. Call 724-744-4242. Visit manorvalleygc.com.
Alongside George Carter, I am Chris Smith. Hannah, let's take it over to you.
Ryan Klingensmith, your first time as a county champion, smiling really big after that one. How are you feeling?
Feeling good.
I saw Coach Heater come over and make you give him a hug. What's your relationship like with him?
Kind of tough, actually. Really tough. He pushes me. Won't let me out of the room until I lose weight. Just what a coach should do.
Well, he gives you tough love, I guess, after that victory. But a 7-0 win from you, and you had him on his back a couple times, and we saw that with a quick fall in the semis as well from you. Do you walk on the mat with that pin-to-win mentality?
Yes, I want to get it done as fast as possible.
Well, not as fast as possible there, but it definitely could have been in a couple situations. Overall, the victory, though, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Hannah. And now our feature match. Couple of former state champs, number 1 versus number 2, are going to clash right here. Finishing up the awards presentations for 113 pounds are hanging a medal on Vinny Kilkiri as he claims his first county title. We're good to go. Let's rock. It's Carter Dybert and Ethan Bergen. Dybert in on a single leg. Almost went right up to the head. Was thinking about going big early with that near cradle. He's got some height on the leg. Look at the flexibility of Ethan Bergen. Dybert's going to get the foot trip and a 2-point takedown with the mat return to follow.
And that is, that's kind of Dybert's MO. He comes out and strikes quick within the first almost 20 seconds of a match.
Headed to Arizona State. Ethan Bergen headed to West Point. Here comes Bergen up to his feet, and Dybert just sucks him off the mat. Minute 20 left to go. Dybert up 2-0. Ethan gets to that short sit, working on some hands. Maybe going to go to a high head turn here. Gonna peel the hands. He goes up and grabs Dybert's head, cuts away for the 1-point escape, follows it with a real heavy snap down. Thought he was going to follow it up with a leg attack. There he is firing up with that reshot. Blocked off by Dybert. Under a minute to go here, first period. Heavy on the head is Carter Dybert. Follows it up with a leg attack. Just backing up ever so slightly was Ethan Bergen to avoid any contact to the legs. Dybert's going to force the envelope here. Going to really make Ethan try to work to get his tail back in as Dybert drives him off the mat.
Yeah,
both wrestlers, go ahead.
Both wrestlers have great gas tanks, so you know they're going to be able to wrestle the whole match.
Yep. However long it takes. There was a low single attempt by Ethan. Didn't stay underneath. He didn't let Carter come crashing down on top of him. Looking for block back hooks go behind. There's a snap down by Bergen. Got that elbow buried a little bit deep. Carter has a high reach of the right arm. He may try to climb the ladders. The throw by attempt by Bergen. Followed it up with a reshot. Nearly got caught on his heels. Time will expire. 2-1. Dybert leads going into the second period. That's Carter's gonna cut away for the 1-point escape, makes it now 3-1. Puts a little bit of pressure on Bergen, but he'll still have choice in the second. Might want to push for that takedown right now. These guys are gonna push each other now, look for openings. Going to have a special presentation coming up after these finals, so be sure to stick around for our post-match show. Have finals recap, review the final team scores, some interviews, and a special presentation from all of us here at Westmoreland Sports Network. I want to thank you again for staying with us through this 2-day multi-mat coverage. It's been awesome.
Dybert doing a really good job controlling the center of the mat.
He does, he's always looking to score, and he knows if he is going to score, he needs room. Both guys getting heavy with the ties, heavy on the chops. There's a shot by Dybert, blocked off by Bergen. Would like to see a reshot right there. He drops down underneath, looking for that high crotch. Dybert's so strong. Here's another half shot by Bergen. .35 seconds to go, second period. Dybert up 3-1. And he does a nice job. He's keeping his tail in, and that looks good to the official. Yep, there's the stall call on red. Bergen struggling to get his tail back into the center of the mat.
Yeah, you knew it was only a matter of time before that stall warning came.
There's a single leg shot right there by Bergen. He's in. He's got Dybert down to his tail, and see if he can hook his leg. Dybert locked in the crotch, a little bit lankier. Bergen's going to try to step all the way over this. There goes Dybert with the funk roll through. Going to come out the back door. Short time to go. Dybert takes a peek up and says, I'm just going to sit right here. Bergen wastes no time. He's going to choose the down position to begin the third. Going to a quick sit, getting that 1-point escape. Not just yet. Holding on to it. There it is right there. 3-2 now the score. Two clash heads. Dybert in on that single leg. Bergen digging in with the whizzer on his own ankle. Heavy pressure down on that leg. Dybert's going to try to tabletop up on his left leg and bring it all the way up. Does so. Bergen going to work on the hands. Wants to take it back down to the mat and does so. Comes Dybert back out to the side. He wants to get that leg up. Trying to roll all the way through is Ethan Bergen. Here comes Bergen out the back door now. He's got time, 1:20. Let's see if he can make something happen here. Dybert. Wow, that was a really, really quick stalemate. How about it, George? Yeah, he didn't let that develop at all. George has both hands in the air and is
speechless here with a stalemate call. He's coming up out the back door. You can't blow that dead in a stalemate there.
Yeah, that was a premature stalemate call. I don't agree. Under a minute to go, 3-2. Dybert still in the lead. Bergen's going to have to turn it up with some leg attacks. And like you said earlier, George, now Dybert, he knows it's coming, so he's kind of just settling in. He's kind of left that Sugarfoot. He's back in his square stands, and he's just staying in the center. It's a half shot by Bergen, maybe trying to set something up. He's definitely going to have to chain wrestle and put a sequence of shots together. It's not just going to be one. Fires that double leg straight head on, blocked off by Dybert. Under 30 seconds, looking for a drag. There's another shot there by Bergen. Maybe looking to return that stall call back over to Dybert. Bergen towed, backed off. He's back in. He wanted to go low, and I think there's a caution.
You got to try it.
Yeah, no, why not? I mean, you get a couple of those before you give up a point, so. Getting heavy. There's another reshot right there. Looking to duck those ties. Throwing together a flurry of stuff here. Our final bout of the evening. Be sure to stay with us for our post-match show. Short time. Carter Dybert, number 1, takes down number 2, Ethan Bergen, 3-2. A great, great match. Keep it right here. We will have some post-match action when we return. That'll include, we'll do some final recaps. We'll do some final team scores. I know they still have some awards to give out. And then we also have a brand new presentation.
Let's get the interview and then
All right, we're going to get the interview. My producer, Dan Flickinger, said we're going to keep it right here. So we're going to keep it right here. I know Hannah is hunting down Carter Dybert. We still have some award presentations. All right, Hannah. See, you got a champion, Carter Dybert. Go ahead.
A tough one out there for sure against Ethan Bergen, but your 3rd county title. What was key to sealing that victory at the end?
Finishing my takedowns. I knew when I got on my single that I need to finish that to score. First period, got up there, finished it right back. So that felt good, and then almost had it again in the 3rd period, I think it was. So I still need to work on finishing that single. But yeah, that and then getting off bottom. That's usually like a struggle of mine. But today, I ended up getting off.
Well, Carter, you're still undefeated and keeping the ball rolling here. And I have to ask, you're committed to Arizona State. Did that have anything to do with the coach, Josh Maruco, over there in the corner, and Josh Shields, who also went through this program?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, those are guys I've looked up to my whole life, and to see them go off there, and then whenever I visited, I just fell in love, and spending time with them out there was for sure a big thing.
Well, I know you're making them proud and making everyone proud here tonight with another county title in your hands. So head over to that podium, man, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Guys, back to you.
There's a happy Carter Dybert right there. We are taking some slips of paper in the form of Outstanding Wrestler Awards. We'll get to our presentation here in a little bit. Flick, I think we need to do it pretty soon before everybody leaves, because I was going to grab the PA microphone. So if you don't mind me stepping away and you take over here real quick.
Do I get to step on the mic, G?
It looks that way.
How's that work? I'm really excited about this, though, because we have a very special announcement, a very special award for our outstanding wrestler. This is the first time that we are awarding this, and we'll be doing it here momentarily. Chris is going to grab the PA mic, and maybe he can grab our wireless mic too, Hannah, if I can sneak that away from you. So we are going to – yeah, that's fine, Hannah. Thank you. So we are going to award the outstanding wrestler. We are waiting, though. We have the coaches voting on this, and I don't know if we're waiting for more to come in or not. We did. Yeah, Jason Delp saying last call for outstanding wrestler. Here comes Josh Shields, our good friend from Burrell.
Our last vote coming in.
Here it comes. And it is. Okay.
And the winner is?
I can't say who it is, though. I'm not allowed to say that. This is silent voting, George.
Oh, that's right.
Silent votes. We're not allowed to just blast it out there who everyone's voting for. I know you voted for me, but I didn't wrestle.
That's true.
But I appreciate you voting for me, though.
I've actually voted for myself.
You would, buddy. You would.
Oh, wait. We might be waiting for...
Oh, the Shaws are conferring. The Shaws are conferring. I'll say as much as this. If they vote for one of their own guys, we do not have a Hempfield vote yet. Just saying. But we are not allowed. Wait, hold on. We got another. The Shaws are talking for a while. Just put a name down, Jeff. Goes to us. Give me that. Okay, that's our leader in the clubhouse, Smitty. Looks like that's who we're going to go with here. So. Thank everybody for watching here today and yesterday as well. Again, we do apologize. Had to iron out some internet issues here. And we were able to do that for the semis and the championship bout. So thank you so much for tuning in. When the internet works okay, this is what we're able to do. Able to give you some quality wrestling. So stick around. Chris is going to be announcing our outstanding wrestler. And stick around. We'll be sending it over to Chris in just a moment.
Greensburg-Salem Golden Lion wrestler, now a member of the Seton Hill University wrestling team, and graphic design major Alex Shaw. Tonight's recipient of the first ever Westmoreland Sports Network Outstanding Wrestler Award and scrap shirt, Franklin Regional's Garrett Thompson.
Dustin.
Congratulations, Garrett. We want to thank everybody for their participation and attendance today in Westmoreland County Tournament. Everybody stay safe, and we'll see you next time.
Not that it matters who talks, I just didn't know, and then the microphone wasn't over there.
Oh, I got to come back and do my job.
Yeah. Thanks, Jake.
I thought it was fine.
That was enthusiastic. All righty, that was exciting right there. The first time we get to unveil the scrap shirt. That's been a concept we've talked about now for about a year and a half among us all at Westmoreland Sports Network. We all kind of came up with the idea. We wanted to do something special to show our appreciation and to reward some outstanding accomplishments. Let me tell you, it was not an easy decision. We took votes from the coaches and then all of us internally here at Westmoreland Sports Network. There were a lot of great matches out there and a lot of great competitors, a couple of upsets, and I think Garrett Thompson kind of exemplified what we wanted the scrap shirt recipient to be. George, your thoughts?
Exactly, and just kind of looking at all the final matches, I mean, they were all highly contested. But, that match was just one that stuck out, and two, the way that he was able to wrestle through the tournament and how he competed in the finals, he was deserving of it.
He was. We're going to go through a quick match recap right here and get the final. So we'll start down at 106. Cooper Hornak got the major decision over Ty Capusta 9-0. Vinny Kilkeary with a 4-0 decision over Troy Home and Greg Shalis of Mount Pleasant. That is not right. Is that? No, Greg Shalis was not in the finals. Ryan Klingensmith defeated Ethan Lieben at 127-0. 126, Carter Dybert got the decision, our last match right there over Ethan Bergen, 3-2. Briar Priest, decision Nate Roth in our opening bout of the evening, 2-0. After that first period takedown, Finn Solomon got a decision over Lucas Capusta, 3-1. Mario Sarnik got the technical fall over Nolan Dare, 16-0. Garrett Thompson, our scrap shirt recipient, got the decision over Ty Linzenbigler, 5-3 in sudden victory. You know, Ty just comes in with a really solid resume. There were some other great performances, but when you beat somebody like Ty, who's found the podium a couple times up at Hershey, pretty high up the podium too, that's a great, great performance. Congratulations to Garrett Thompson. AJ Corrado with a 3-1 win over Enzo Morlacchi. Sammy Starr at 172 gets the decision over Noah Ganibas, 4-0. Braden Roskowski with the decision over Logan Hoffman, 3-1, 215. Dayton Pitzer takes out Cole Waitman, 6-4, 285. Isaiah Vance decisions Billy McChesney, 1-0. So let's take it over to the teams. And your team champion with 189.5 points. You guessed it, Franklin Regional. Congratulations to Coach Levy and the Panthers. Mount Pleasant finished in second with 163. Kiski area in third with 154.5. Hempfield in fourth with 151.5. Borough in fifth with 149. Latrobe in sixth. Penn Trafford 7. Greensburg Salem 8. 9 is Southmoreland. 10 Bell Vernon. 11 Ligonier Valley and York round out the tournament. I am out of breath, George. That was so exciting. I was really happy that we got to get those shirts out finally. Want to give another big shout out and, our sincere gratitude to Alex Shaw, who is, we said in our script right there, read by Jason Delp, graphic designer, was a wrestler at Greensburg Salem, and now wrestling at Seton Hill University. So, Alec, if you're tuned in, thank you so much for the design. It was pretty awesome, and we're excited. George, what do you have? Final thoughts?
Yeah, this tournament was everything that we had anticipated it to be. From how it was able to come together. The mini tournament Friday night and setting up here last night. Moving mats around, helping the Kiski staff move mats around, and then coming back today and all the wrestling that took place. I mean, it was another great county tournament, even though some may say that the champions may have an asterisk next to their name just because the way that things came together. But at the end of the day, it was solid wrestling. It was a great representation of Westmoreland County and how powerful they are as far as a wrestling county. And to think about it, we were the only county around that had a county tournament this year.
I know Flick and Hannah are doing their best. They're going to get out there and get a picture of the team champions, Franklin Regional. And I believe we're going to look for John Peterman, the Kiski Area Athletic Director. Hannah's going to have some. I think we're going to bring him on with you guys. Oh, we're going to bring him on with us. Okay, well, we're going to find John Peterman. Maybe we'll grab Coach Levy here for a quick interview. I know we had him on during the pre-match or yesterday's pre-match finals, so we'll have Coach Levy on. But again, we want to thank you, all of our sponsors, including our title sponsor, Busy Beaver. You guys did you make this all happen for us, and we're so appreciative. Here comes Hannah after grabbing a picture. He is probably running around here crazy. He's done a great job the last 2 days. To put this on with all of the restrictions is, certainly no easy feat. We're going to have Coach Levy join us. I don't know which mic you want him to use, the wireless, that one's good, all right. Matt Levy, Westmoreland County team champion, man, how does it feel?
It feels really good. Wait,
that mic might be on. Here, let me turn.
Hold on, we got to turn the mic on. Is it on? Go ahead, Matt.
Am I good? Okay.
Yeah, there you go, buddy.
It feels really good, right? Our guys, I think they wrestled well all weekend, and it was a total team effort up and down the lineup. Really excited at the performance, the effort, and the things that those guys did overall as a group.
overall, did you like the revamped format? How things kind of shook out and allows those lower seeds to get some more matches, and then also let them dictate who comes to day 2.
Absolutely. We had two of our extras that got into the tournament both placed here. So I love that they were able to work their way into the tournament. I love being able to have you guys here to broadcast all 4 mats and all 3 mats the whole way through.
Thank you.
It just was credit to Kiski and John Peterman and you guys for being able to get these things to happen.
So Garrett Thompson, how does he, or what does he have to do to continue to grow upon that match? I mean, beating Lisbon Bigler the way that he did, just continuing to grind it out, never giving up. Where does he go from here now?
Yeah, see, Garrett's a guy that, the whole way through, I think he's been, we've had really good guys with Carter Finn, and they were 1, 2, 3, and he may have been a little bit undersized at times. He's finally grown into his weight, and he just has a belief about himself, and really our whole room. And with, Garrett, the practice are fun to watch, the belief they have, and they just do things the right way. We've talked about a couple of times with you guys. We like to win the right way, lose the right way, and I think what ends up happening is when you do things the right way, performances like that is what you can do. And so I don't think Garrett's close to being done. We're going to try to peak our guys over here over the next couple of weeks, and hopefully we can build off of this and have a better performance.
Coach, the team championships are coming up, and then boom, you go right into the individual championships. Talk a little bit about the strain that's going to put on you, not only as a coach and referring to peak training, but the strain it's going to put on your wrestlers as well.
Yeah, it's definitely, we like to talk to our guys about a lot, that we got to control the things we can control, right? And unfortunately, the times we're in, we can't control. It's not ideal to go practice tomorrow, have to make weight again, and then give them a day off later in the week. But we got a great staff with, all the guys that we have with Greg Sill, Josh Maruka coming back from Arizona State, Tim Florian, Mason Spears, Cal Sheet. So I'm confident that those guys will be constantly planning and putting together a schedule that we think will have our guys ready to go when it comes to individual time.
So, Coach Lee, we have one more question for you. It's true or false?
These are my favorite questions.
I'm kidding. I don't have another.
We have to tell the story. So last, I think it was Tuesday, George and Robbie were over, and they covered Mount Pleasant, Franklin Regional. We made fun of Flick, so now we got to make fun of George. And George had asked Diver. We had Carter on the air, and George was interviewing him, and he, George and Leby go way back, and they live together. Their families hang out together, and
we never lived together.
Not live together, but hang out together. You know what I mean?
True or false? Did we ever live together?
Sometimes our wives try to kick us out to live together.
So George asked Carter, who would win in a match between you and Coach Leby. He was looking for dirt on Leby, and I forget what Divert's answer was. And Leby comes over and he's interviewing, and George goes, true or false? You and Dibert go into overtime. Who wins? And Matt's face was like, that's not true and false. Like
the who was the thing that ruined the true or false. It just came out of my mouth. All right,
I went home and rewatched that match. He was really good that night, so we're going to cut him off. He had a good call on the air that night.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Hey, Matt, thank you so much. Good luck the rest of the way.
We appreciate everything you guys do. It's again, I know my kids were at home watching. They loved it, so thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you to all you that are at home watching us. Matt, good luck the rest of the way. And would you like to go grab A.D. Peterman, please? He's right over there. He's over there talking on the phone, so we're going to interrupt his call to come over and join us on the air. He's the man of the hour who was able to get this show in and out. They're just about cleaned up here. He is a busy man, giving out some marching orders for the rest of the cleanup. Joining us now is John Peterman, Athletic Director here at Kiski. Coach, first from all of us, thank you for having us. And second, congratulations on executing an awesome two-day tournament, new format. From what I hear, it's very well received. There's a couple little things they'd like to iron out for next year, but first, congratulations to you.
It took a pandemic to come up with a format where we can get the 5 through 12 wrestlers, and hopefully we're not in a pandemic next year, and we can get all the teams here like Derry and Norwin, Kiski Prep, those schools, and add just a couple more great wrestlers to the mix. It's a great, but now we have to go back and say, hey, what do we have to look at? How did we come up with the points for the first day and be able to transfer over to the second day and be able to make it a fair tournament, and also allow the wrestlers that were 5 to 12 be able to compete and get 3 matches on one day and be able to advance to Saturday.
Coach, talk a little bit about your thoughts about the weekend of actual wrestling. I mean, that was some top-class action, wasn't it?
We had some outstanding matches, and I want to thank the parents. I want to thank the wrestlers. I want to thank the coaches. We tried to keep the wrestlers away from the adults, and I'd like to be able to report to the school districts of if something would happen in the adult section, that we kept the wrestlers 10 to 15 feet away at all times from the adults. And hopefully we can be able to come out of this situation COVID-free and let the wrestlers move on into individuals and the team aspect.
And I don't have a question. I mean, I just want to say, thank you for putting this all together. I'm glad it all came to fruition and came together. I know last night, I don't know what time it was whenever you left, but I mean, you guys were in here setting up and moving things around and getting things together. So I know it was a lot of work from an actual idea of, hey, we're going to hold the tournament to actually holding the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, I have to go back and I have to look at all the I's and T's I crossed and see which ones I missed. If the schools want Kiski area to host it again next year, we'd be able to host it again. But I want to look back through and see what could we have done better, what could we have improved on, and move forward. Those aspects, say, listen, I mean, with the coaches over here and the adults that were moving mats and stuff around last night, and Westmoreland Sports Network was helping us as well. We all wrestled, and it's a pain in the back. I mean, we had adults that were setting up mats and setting up score clocks and everything else, so we can wrestle tournaments. It's just an opportunity to pay back to the wrestlers that we get to watch. We all got the tap on the shoulder. That our athletic playing days are over. Now we're living athletics through them.
We certainly are. John Peterman joining us he's the athletic director here at Kiski area. John, we just want to say thank you again for having us and again hosting this tournament. This is, we hate to throw out our favorites, but man, we get super excited for the Westmoreland County tournament. It didn't have the same title. We don't know what the output's going to be as far as will they accept these champions. I'm sure they will.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a doubt in my mind, but we got to give you a pop
No
on
problem.
that.
Thank you very much. I
Congratulations.
appreciate you guys for coming out and live streaming every match for us and letting the parents at home and the wrestling fans be able to watch some great wrestling.
Thank you. We appreciate that. John Peterman, the athletic director here at Kiski area. Kudos to him. He had some great volunteers here all weekend. They're continuing to tear things down. George, awesome weekend of wrestling. I got to thank you. I got to thank Jeff Upson, Robbie Waller.
Flick.
Flick.
Hannah.
I mean, Hannah, Duddy. I mean, just an awesome job. And also want to give a big thanks to Mark Kasanowicz, who came out and joined us from WPIL Wrestling. He's a new friend of Westmoreland Sports Network. He does great things on Twitter. Mark had the call down there on mat number 3. Duddy, I don't know where he's at. He's probably eating a crock pot full of pierogies. He was talking about bringing her something. He was. I'm going to bring a crock pot tomorrow. I'm like, Dustin, they have food there, bud. So, I think that's going to do it. We don't really know when our next wrestling broadcast is. We know that the postseason is getting started. I'm sure we'll be getting calls this weekend for us to come and do some coverage. So just pay attention to our website as well as our social media pages. And, Flick, I think I'm about toast, man. So if you don't have anything to jump on, you want to jump on real quick and say a word? There's the mic right there. Come on, buddy.
Oh, boy.
Give me this. I got one.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep, I got you.
Oh, wonderful.
Loud and clear.
Well, I didn't really actually need to jump on, but no, I just wanted to, to thank John Peterman for having us. We've been covering the Westmoreland County Coaches Association wrestling tournament. Of course, this year the WCCA elected to not have the tournament because of COVID, and John was able to pick it up and still have it here, Kiski, for the second straight year. And I know he's hoping that the WCCA will take it back over next year, and then we'll recognize the champions from this year instead of having an asterisk. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think that's what should happen. And but I want to thank him for putting the tournament together, for having us. Again, we've been covering the WCCA tournament for, I don't know if it's our
2014 was our first one. And you want to see
14,
something
15,
funny.
17, 18, 19, 7 years.
Yeah, so go back to 2014 and you think we had a little bit of a rough weekend. You should have seen that night. That was
Oh
funny.
my gosh, folks! I was actually on the call.
Yeah, you were.
I was doing play-by-play.
It was, yep.
So maybe you shouldn't go back and listen to it.
Well, 3 seconds before we go on, I'm like, Flick, I can't do the intro. You got to do it. And Flick just took it, man. It was so funny.
Technically, you did the. I was in the play-by-play seat, but you still called all the matches. So.
Yeah, it was.
But it was still fun, and this is so great. And then being here for 2 days, and not only the wrestling guys, but we've gotten so close with so many coaches around Westmoreland County. I know you guys have been close with them for a long time, but I don't need to name all of them. We know all of them, but we're so close with all of them, and it's really cool to see them and the wrestlers. You get to know them year after year after year. Hannah had a chance to talk with all the champions. We're going to have those interviews on YouTube and on Twitter as well. But I think it's just really cool to be able to celebrate our county and to be able to do that in a setting like this, and to see some great wrestling. I don't know, man. It's an event we look forward to every year.
It's like the pinnacle right before the real storm starts with the postseason, with the teams getting underway. And so glad that John kept his eyes open for an open weekend, and boom, here we are, and we were executed. Again, I know we hit a couple bumps in the road, but we were able to iron out. We want to appreciate you and your patience.
And hey, we got to give another huge thank you to Jeff Upson, by the way.
Yes.
When we were having our issues with the internet and the network and everything, and connecting to our streaming provider, we had to do some things behind the scenes to get creative, to be able to give you the semifinals, to be able to give you the championship broadcast. And Jeff helped us out a ton. I won't tell him that to his face because he's down there. He can't hear me, but everybody else can hear me. So thank you so much to Jeff. He did a lot in the background. So, again, we were streaming this championship broadcast to Rockfin, the PA Power channel. We have a great partnership with Jeff, and he has been a sponsor for us, actually, for a number of years. So thank you so much to him.
All right, Flick. Thank
Did
you.
I say thank
we
you to everybody?
Say thank you.
And
thank
Busy
you.
Beaver.
Thank you. Yeah, Busy Beaver, our title sponsor. And
thank
of
you,
course,
guys.
all of our season sponsors. Flick, you're awesome. I don't know how many steps you got in around this gym this weekend, but it was a lot.
I'm not doing a mic drop with this because I don't want to have to buy a new one.
I was going to say, you probably shouldn't do that.
Dustin and, God, that's a sight over there. Dustin and Hannah taking down the banner, the backdrop that Hannah did her interviews behind. But I'm tired. We're going to sign this off because we probably have about 6 hours to clean up. If you saw my Facebook Live video last evening on the Westmoreland Sports Network Facebook page, you can see how much we have to take down. So for Robbie Waller, Jeff Upson, Mark Kasanowitz, Hannah Mears, Dustin Beck, George Carter, Dan Flickinger, I am Chris Smith. Thank you so very much for staying with us this whole weekend. I don't know when we'll be back on, but until then, take care of each other, take care of yourself. Bye-bye.